Some noise. This is one of the best grand finals you're ever gonna see.
What a set between these two.
Is it going to be Idol moving into the Capcom Cup, or will it be Punk?
It could be a fairy tale story this weekend.
It's gonna be the very final game. Is that gonna do it? Does he find it? He does! Oh!
Kusanagi qualifies for Capcom Cup.
I done it! Oh my goodness, Logan! We got a fucking Capcom Cup! Unbelievable!
Super! And there it is! NL! That's more than enough, and Nephew is your qualifier.
That's gonna be it. Angry Bird solidifies his spot in Capcom Cup.
Do you believe in fate?
Turn out, there it goes just like this, and Mago is your first qualifier. Exclaiming again who he is. I am Mago.
I will fight you.
Yo, optimization! And he's done it again.
Could we really expect anything less?
Find me better Street Fighter. I dare you. It's right here. You don't even have to go anywhere. I bought it to you.
Dream matchup for Street Fighter 5, man.
Well then, let me test your skill.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We're on the other side of the year. It's a new year, 2022. Hopefully you guys had great holidays and you made some New Year's resolutions. Stream more, hit the gym, get better than him at Street Fighter. I don't care what it is, just make sure you have some New Year's resolutions. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to be your host once again, Jammerz, but joining me is a special guest. He isn't really good at Street Fighter, but he dares you to find better Street Fighter on Capcom Fighters. It is none other than Tasty Steve. He has managed to grace me with his presence. Steve,
Graced.
how long has it been since the last time we've spoken to each other like this?
It's been a long time, young Jammerz. It's been a long time since we've actually exchanged the lore of Street Fighter words on camera. But you've been keeping busy talking about Street Fighter, not playing Street Fighter, but talking about Street Fighter pretty good. So I gotta commend you on that. I can tell you that right now. But it has been a minute. It has been a minute, man. And first off, I gotta say, I have to say to everybody out there, I have to tell you, in all the production, sets has been phenomenal. It has been phenomenal. I've been a fan. I'm always lurking in the chat just to hear your voice, your annoying voice. So good. So good at telling us what's happening. No, real talk though. And everybody involved, I gotta say, I just wanted to tell you that this is quality that we're looking at right here, and I have a lot of fun watching and keeping track. And it introduces me to so many parts of the scene, man. Matt, everybody out there as well, like everybody that's involved. So I hope this continues well into the year, and I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be a part of the run back, the third set, the trilogy. Is this the end? The third one?
Listen, man, you know how it works in the animes, man. We gotta listen, and we gotta make sure that we don't give them too much spotlight. We don't want it to drag on for 40 episodes. We're gonna give it a nice short 26. Give them the history arc, give them the build-up for the characters, give them the 2-minute fight, and then we're gonna give them the post-chat as well. And the thing is, like, we're only gonna make it one set, but the guys at the end of the interviews we have, they just keep going, I want a run back. I'm like, okay, hands off. We'll give you the run back. And then when we were closing out the show last year, me and the production team were like, get Steve for the last one. And it's like, get Steve for the last one. It's like, because the banter between myself and him, if you can't tell already, and then the combination of one of the biggest rivalries that's been happening in Street Fighter 5 history, ISTD going up against Jimmy. I mean, what kind of combo would you want like that? It would have been fantastic if we had this like in some offline environment. That would have been so...
Oh, that would have been
This
amazing.
is great already.
That would have been
so
amazing.
Sick if we had everything in person. That would have been so sublime.
You know, it's, well, first off, like, we've worked with each other in person a couple of times,
Yeah.
like quite a few times in all honesty. But obviously things have had to shift it, online, and we haven't been able to, actually see each other in person. But it has not taken away from like the rivalries and stuff like that. Like you said, man, this is one of the rivalries people come to see at this point, especially that you guys have a continuing running set. And you're right, the smack talk that happens between Jimmy and ISDD, I'm telling you right now, it is so good. I've been a fan. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't even I didn't know who ImStillDaDaddy is until my homie, shout out to Killer Kai Elliver, he was like, bro, I came in the house one day and he was just quoting ImStillDaDaddy. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, yo, you gotta see this guy. And ever since then, I've been a fan. I've actually been over there, told him to his face, like, yo, I'm a big fan of what you do here, you know what I'm saying? And how you present yourself, the streams, the whole nine. And Jimmy, I'm a fan of simply for the fact that my man continues to rock with the Ryu through and through.
Listen, I bump into him online here and there, and I've told him, I'm like, Jimmy, you need another character. You need to change your tactics. You need another character.
You always trying to convince somebody to switch characters.
Because I don't want to live in the difficult life,
bro.
I don't.
Always try to affect somebody's lives. Maybe Jimmy is having fun.
Yeah, he is. And listen, he's one of the biggest streamers we have in Europe, so don't listen to me. I just want you to win, and I want you to look good on your channel each and every time. I don't want you to see my name in CFN and cut the footage because you lost.
This dude.
That's it. I try to help me help you. That's all I ask. Same with you. I want you to pick a better character so you don't keep losing to me on Street Fighter.
Bruh.
You've had 2 years. You've had that redemption training up.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to see you, Jammerz. I can't wait to see you.
I'm just going to tell you guys, right, before we move on, he has not beaten me in Street Fighter 5. He's got a couple of games. He hasn't beaten my Val.
Games, bro.
He hasn't beaten my Mika, and he hasn't even played Poison yet. So,
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know when you play people, and then you start to understand what's happening. You start to get just proverbially in that ass. You start to make them understand what's supposed to happen, and then they hit you with the, oh man, it's getting late. Bro, it's really late. I'm gonna go to sleep.
You were falling asleep first?
Bro, I wasn't even falling asleep. You literally stopped playing because you were falling asleep. Really? Really? You gonna change on the internet? You gonna allow the internet, Jammerz? All right, you know what? I can't wait to see you, Jammerz. Oh my God.
You're not going to beat me. For as long as this game, and you know what? This game's going to have one more patch, and it's going to have one more year of relevance. And in that year, you are definitely not beating me. No.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. You better hope this lockdown stays intact because I'm taking a flight over there just to play you. I'm coming. All right.
Anyway, it's not about us tonight. Don't worry. He was like, we were in the back, right? And he was cussing. He was effing about. So I have to get these out now before I actually get in trouble on camera. And I can taunt him as much as I want because I know he's never going to beat me in this game. But, ladies and gentlemen, roll the fight card, Richard, so they see the other rivalry that's happened. Not between the commentators. We're not the people they want to know about. They want to know the conclusion, the final arc in the ISDD MDZ Jimmy arc. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us again. These guys got that special 3 feature on the LP, and these guys are going to conclude it here. Who is going to get the bragging rights? But before that, we also got to make sure we're on the same page here. Let's roll the schedule as well. This is how the general schedule works for the show on a Monday. That's when we're on, and that's when we're live. We have a general talk here, and obviously we are going to be implementing more special guests like Tasty Steve throughout the year on the show. That's going to be happening for 15-20 minutes, just catching up, asking how they feel about the game, CPT, SFL, all that jazz. And then we move on to the guest chat, which it's going to be more of, I've got a couple of questions for the guys anyway, because I've been talking to them around the clock all the time, but it's going to be more of Steve. Let me see what Steve has to ask and what he wants to find out about these guys. Because again, Steve's across the pond, and he doesn't know probably these guys as much as he would like to know them, especially in person. Trust me, Jimmy's a big fan. He was humbled that Steve is in the Discord with us. So he definitely wants to talk with him. And then if you want the meat and bones, this is what everybody does. And myself and Steve as commentators and production, we get this all the time. People are going to be like, where are the games? When's the games? Well, you see it on your screens right now. 10 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. PST. So that is roughly in about 35 minutes. That is when the first to 10. That is when the footage that you guys have come for, it will be live. The game, the set will be live, and we'll find out who is going to win it. There's no weird-ass jumping through flaming hoops challenges. It's going to be a raw, uncut first to 10, and we're going to find out who wins the first to 10 series, because, again, these guys have been featured on the show for quite a bit. But, I mean, Steve, you must be looking forward to this, like, so much, right? Because, again, we had to get you on for a rivalry. I can get you on any set I want to. And obviously, your schedule. Listen, this guy's a busy man, right? Let me tell you something. Before we give it over to him, right? I remember we went to an event in 2019. Me and him were playing Street Fighter, and somebody asked him to sign their book, and he literally turned them down and said, I want to play Jammerz
Wait,
Street
is that
Fighter.
what happened? I
Yeah,
don't remember.
you
exactly.
turned the guy down. This guy looked like he was going to break down in tears because Steve, his
I don't
idol,
remember exactly.
wouldn't sign his book because he wanted to lose to me in a couple more games of Street Fighter. And I was like, Steve, I think you should sign the book. I can see you whenever I want. This guy's never going to see your ass again. And lo and behold, that guy has never seen him again after he signed his book. You haven't seen that guy again. I remember the guy. Is in
I
France.
can't defend myself because I can't remember if I signed that book or not. So I'm gonna let you have that one, Jammerz. I'm gonna let you have that one because I can't remember. And I will say, we definitely get. I definitely get lost. It's always a vortex when me and Jammerz play. No matter where we are, it's literally just like we just sit there and we play. So he might be the person that book I didn't sign. I promise you, I will come when I come to play Jammerz. I got you. We'll make this happen. We'll connect. I'll sign the book. We'll, dap up because, 6 feet apart. But I got you, man. Whoever that person is, Jammerz, let them know. I'll come back. I'll sign the book. I really hope I sign that book, though. I'm sorry.
You should cater to your fans, man. You are a commodity. People love you. They know you. They love your energy. Listen, we got some people in the UK that literally wear 20 beads around their flipping wrist because of you. And I keep telling them,
because of me?
Because of you. And I'm like, God damn it, Steve. I just want to ring you up. God damn it, Steve. Look what you've done. But
every time, reminders everywhere.
Honestly, right. But you know what? Let's get into some serious business because I got a couple questions I want to ask this guy as well. So the CPT did take a break because we were on holiday. And there was Christmas holidays. And there was New Year's as well. But we're coming back. There will be a CPT this weekend, the second and final CPT for Central America East. Yes, I believe it is as well. So it's going to be on the Saturday 8th of January and Sunday the 9th. So we're going to be determining who will be going to the Capcom Cup from this region here. It's going to be interesting because there is 3 more left. So there's still North America, Canada East. So that's the region IDOM, Zaffarino, Arturo.
Yes, a lot of big heavy hitters there.
That's going to be a bloodbath. And then there's going to be Japan 4. Yes. There it is. There's the schedule for you guys right now. And Steve, I'm pretty sure you're looking forward to all these remaining CPTs because it's going to be a bloodbath for all of them regardless, right?
No, I'm going to tell you right now. So first off, every region has really been kind of kicking it into high gear. And it makes sense now because where we are in the game in Street Fighter V in general, we're right at that last little end life cycle. We got our last character. Luke is already effectively changing matchups in the circling. But for the competition, you're seeing a lot of these players actually kind of shift some of their character pictures. You're seeing a lot more variables when it comes to some of the name states. And some of the people who have stuck with their characters in some of these regions are really getting to see a lot more success, man. Shout outs to my boy Mono. We already know what it is. Yeah. But on the North America side of things, I can tell you right now, like I said, I haven't got to talk on CPT as much this year. I've been more on the Street Fighter League side of things. But North American Street Fighter has been really, really good. I've been seeing a lot of heavy hitters coming out and a lot of people getting beat up, whether it be just on the, the regular side of things when it comes to some of these weekly events, but it's carrying over now to the CPT tour on the North America side of things. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing competition-wise going forward. And Japan is always and still continues to be like, you can't miss this. Like, I feel like Japan really does hold it up going forward to see who's going to get these last spots in Capcom Cup. And this format for CPT this year has actually been pretty unique, and it's given us some of the best matches we've seen out of Street Fighter V. I will say, I believe so myself.
Yeah, for sure. And as you can see on your screens right now, that is the image for Capcom Cup 8. Like I said, 3 spots remaining plus an LCQ, and the Street Fighter League finals will be happening at the Cup as well. Do not forget, still tons of Street Fighter 5 action, even this early into the new year. And as you can see on your screens as well, these are all the qualified players. Now, like we said, we've been talking about it before. It is region locked. It's good to see regional representation from countries, and Steve alluded to this before, from scenes that we don't really hear about. And that's what the set show's been doing. We're trying to give spotlight some of these scenes that have been a bit quiet or haven't got as much spotlight as they deserve on a big platform like Capcom Fighters, give them more of a voice as they play and share their thoughts with us. But again, this is looking fantastic. I mean, 4 Karens, 4 boxers, 2 Guiles, 3 Camis, 1 Manat, 1 Falk, 1 Jury. It's quite an interesting roster of characters. I mean, how do you feel about the overall character representation, Steve, in the Cup?
And just to like go back to what I was talking about at first, there's a lot of players that's kind of been pivoting, but there's also players that have already been here, been prominent in the scene, who are sticking to their characters, man. Somebody that I'm really happy to see actually make it in, Chris CCH. Been a fan for years at this point. We just saw him at Red Bull Kumite make a crazy splash. Also, always a fan of, and will never not be a fan of, Punk. This dude, Punk, is literally one of the most consistent players in Street Fighter V history, one of the best players in the world, the best player in the world, you ask him. And then, of course, right next to him, we saw Mr. Crimson. I've been a fan of Mr. Crimson for years as well, and not saying, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't, like, performing, but this is really where he's been getting his stride, not only when it comes to tournament showings, but just even on the exhibition side of things, going out to more events, Street Fighter League on top of that. Just so many things are coming rounded out. We've seen a Falk in there, which we very rarely see Falks, you know what I'm saying? And just characters like that we get to see a lot more, let you know that the game is actually starting to like get pushed to the very top limits of its play. So we're seeing so many different characters. We're seeing tech be involved that we typically don't see. One of the things I love is that we're starting to see more V-Shift. I hope we see some more V-Shift in this set from either one of these gentlemen. Maybe. I want to see some more V-Shift, because I know this has been a thing. It's been a point of contention for quite some time. But stuff like that is really what I like to see in Street Fighter V now, man. The game has been looking phenomenal, if you ask me. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I've been having fun watching it, and the tournament scene overall has been ridiculous. So I just can't wait to see what happens at Capcom Cup at this point, because every region has killers at this point. And on top of that, every region has players that I have not seen before that have now been in this spotlight. And I only think it's because of the way that the format is set up right now, because a lot of times they have to go head to head with people that could potentially be so much stronger than them that they kind of get placed out just by the sense that they can have people from other regions sometimes come in and be pushed out. And that really did kind of like clip it. Regardless of how people feel about it, I personally believe that's how it went. So now that we have it so region specific, we get to see a lot more representation, we get to see a lot more different characters, and we get to see some of the personal matchups that I miss from seeing in, you know, the tournaments that we only see players from that specific region that know how to beat this player that we may only see this one time and think they're godlike. Somebody else is like, oh, I beat that guy all the time. I know the matchup, or I know these. I love seeing that little bounce back and forth on like the CPT as well as tournaments, and we got that a lot this season.
Yeah, for sure. It's been like fantastic stuff. But also another thing you've been involved in has been Street Fighter League. I mean, you gotta talk to us a little bit about, you know, what's it like behind the scenes for Street Fighter League, because you've been doing it for 2-3 seasons now.
Yeah,
you definitely done it during last year.
I've been there the whole time. I'm one of the alumni, I guess I would say, right? I've been there since the first season all the way up here right now till season 4, and I'm telling you right now, like, it sounds crazy to say, but every season gets better. Season 4 is definitely the epitome with the international competition, international players ball, bro. We got the best of the best when it comes to the situation. Last year we didn't get this. This year it actually hit home a lot more because the competition was literally the best Street Fighter I still have seen all year. These guys are going toe-to-toe, representing their teams, and we don't get this format that much more often, especially if you think of the fact that we have teams like Bandit, Vodafone Giants for the first time, NASA Sports with a brand new team as well, and just the fact that they had brand new teams to come here and kind of represent themselves, represent their regions. And I know a lot of people talk about the format, but personally, I love the character ban format, having to look through and be like, all right, they might ban this character, look at this character. It went to the next level this season, and we're not even at the end yet. It just gets better and better. So I really hope y'all been watching it. I'm loving the fact that a lot of people hit me up with the clips and everything that they're watching from this season, but when I tell you the Street Fighter here has been something you can only buy at a 5-star Michelin restaurant, I'm not lying to you, Jammerz. I'm not lying. It's so
man,
good,
like,
dude.
Your line is there in the trailer, and it gets rinsed till the end of time. Find me better Street Fighter, dare you. Some of the best, the highest level is there. But, you know, I gotta ask you, because I gotta play devil's advocate here. Do you still like this format of Street Fighter League, or would you like to see like a Street Fighter EU, a separate one for Street Fighter North America to come back, and obviously continue alongside Street Fighter Japan? Because having the 3 regions have their respective Street Fighter Leagues would be fantastic, and they can comprise their own teams like there. Or do you like having the Street Fighter Japan and, you know, the international Street Fighter League with comprised the teams from all around the world? What do you think?
So I honestly, I like both, but I see the strength in having it to where we have these 3 regions and they all kind of go against each other to see who will get to that last spot, right? But The format obviously would have to be changed if they went that far. However, I am a fan of the idea of each region, you know what I'm saying, each big region that has that enough representation, however you want to go about it, have their own Street Fighter League, because I feel like you get to play and see so many more regions on display if you do that. You get to see the little nooks, the little crannies of whatever region you so happen to be watching Street Fighter League in. And I feel like it really makes it so Street Fighter is a universal thing at this point, and we know this now. Having each region be visible for everyone really does bring, I feel like, the tailgate aspect to the next level. You get a lot more conversation about it. People are already out here talking about it on, Twitter like crazy, like they know everything. Stuff like that really does help the scene, though. It really does help the scene.
All right, fantastic. Well, I mean, me and him can talk to the end of the time because we haven't spoken like this in quite some time.
True.
But we do have our lovable guests in the back waiting for us. So if the stream team can give them the cue to unmute their mics so we can have the lovely chat with them, because I'm pretty sure Tasty Steve is dying to talk to these guys and have a couple of questions thrown at the way for them to answer. I mean, I've got one or two for these guys myself, but I can wait at the back of the line because I've been doing this all the time. But let me know, other gentlemen here. Jimmy, IceDD, can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Absolutely.
There's one.
I'm very happy to be here.
There you go. Fantastic. Where's Sean? Daddy, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
There we go. Oh, you went quiet.
We got you.
I've got you can hear me right now. Glad to be here.
Hey.
Happy New Year, Jimmy, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, Happy New Year to
Happy New
everyone.
Year, everybody.
All right. Yeah, Happy New Year indeed. Hey, gentlemen, thank you once again for coming, because, again, these runbacks are only happening because you guys want the runback so hard. Because I think it was 10-7 to ISTD in the first one. Then Jimmy won the last one 10-9 before we did the 11 challenge. But now it's like we got to conclude it, man. We got to conclude that epic saga. So, I mean, Steve, if you've got any questions for the boys, fire away, because these guys love you.
Okay, well, first off, look, I'm a big fan, man. I've already said this. I'm still the daddy. I came up to you in person when I was in London and was like, bro, I'm a fan of what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's always love. I'm a fan. And I got questions for you both. I'm going to start off with I'm still the daddy, though, all right? So you guys have played each other 3 full sets at this point right there. Not, including the 11 debacle. I was not a fan of that. But I want to know, and you can be 100% honest. You guys are friends. I know y'all cool. What are you prepared for from Jimmy? Like, what is not going to work against you today? I want to know right now. If Jimmy was like, bro, I'm going to do this to him, you tell him right now what's not going to work.
Talk to us, Sean.
I believe I was making a lot of mistakes before, but the thing is, it's more of a mind game, because I've been playing Jimmy since season 1, and the way the games we've been having, the sets have been really they've gone. I've had control of the game, and then I just lose it. It gets to my head, and it's more mental when I play Jimmy. But I was so frustrated last time when I lost. It was right at the end that I was really, really wanting to rematch and a run back.
Yeah.
But I'm prepared for him. When I woke up this morning, I had my Weetabix, I played some games and stuff. I knew I was prepared for him. So I don't think that if he's gonna do it to me this time. So.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Okay. So Jimmy, I play a lot of games, and I know about how matchups work, but I'm Still the Daddy has a very, very unique guile. I'm very much a fan of it. Do you feel like this helps or hurts your online showing? Because as somebody who plays a friend a lot, and they play one specific character, I go and play other ones, and I'm like, either this guy's an idiot or my friend's an idiot. I can't tell. But can you tell me how the Guile matchup, is it easier? It has to be easier now, because I'm Still the Daddy has a very unique style. How does it feel going up against any other Guile out there after playing I'm Still the Daddy for so long?
Well, it's kind of interesting because I feel like against ICD, he said it himself, it's more of a it's a mind game, and you can tell that the mind games are the most important part of the sets, and I think this is what makes it so interesting in the first place. People see these hard reads and they go crazy for them. I love that. I mean, I've been a streamer for so many years now, and I know what chat wants to see. And I feel like both ISTD and myself, we're willing to take those gambles and take those risks to create something unique. And
can I, sorry to butt in, Jimmy, can I just say something before you carry on? I just do want to say something because me and Jimmy've been playing for so long as well, and he's been playing me for me and other good girls, right? Jimmy is I believe he's one of the best Ryu players, or knowledgeable in the Gal matchup, especially now after all the years, because I used to give him a big beat down like the beginnings, and Jimmy's like, so what you saying is that them reads, right, when we do it, they look a bit weird, but it's when we play each other. So it's like, over the years, Jimmy's really good, man. Sometimes it's like...
I gotta respond to that
please,
right
please
away.
respond to it,
That
please, I'm
is
waiting.
just a bit of nonsense what he just said. No. He got a bit of a beat down early on, yeah, in season 2, because Ree was absolute garbage in season 2. Yeah, that obviously you're gonna beat me with guile.
You're just really good at the matchup over the years. You are really good.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It wasn't like a slight, but I know how it goes when you play somebody a lot, and then obviously you're gonna run into other Giles. But Giles been a strong character, you know what I'm saying? They've tweaked him a little bit, so I understand that's gonna help your matchup knowledge a lot. And that's really what I was looking for. It wasn't like a troll, but I love the banter that came. I love the shooting back and forth that came from it.
Yeah,
so
I was trying to be nice. I didn't mean it as offense. I was just saying that he's really good at the matchup. So it's like, it's tricky to play against him. Even now, putting all the things together, like, you know, I'm coming from. We could pull out that Jimmy magic today.
Listen,
I'm just saying,
that's
really good.
Listen, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that Jimmy magic. And you know what? Speaking of you two as well, right? I gotta ask. I want to get Jimmy's opinion on this first. If, hypothetically speaking, if Capcom were to do exhibitions in terms of a theme of rivalries, outside of having you two as one of the rivalries, which other rivalries from the Street Fighter 5 scene would you want to see? Like a Punk versus Crimson, maybe maybe like a Rob TV versus Brian or something like that. I mean, what kind of rivalries would you want to see if it was like a huge spectacle? Wait. Let me get Jimmy's answer first before I get yours, Sean. Speak to me, Jimmy.
So I'm personally a big fan of Punk. I really like his playstyle and everything. And I feel like he has this really unique habit of getting a rivalry started with anyone. So Punk versus anyone would work, in my opinion.
Okay, I like that. Now, Sean, I think you said Broski. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but just get me out of the equation. First, if it was like 2 games, I would like to see Hurricane play against Punk and shut him up, like, finally. And then I would like to see Idon play Problem, because I think that the Bison Laura matchup's been one that's been studied and known over the years to be in Laura's favor and stuff. And like, I know how Problem plays, and that would be another interesting first 10 I would like to watch.
Okay.
If it was that overseas.
Okay, that's interesting. Steve, have you got any rivalries you'd like to see if like Capcom were to put like rivalry exhibitions together like this one?
Man, in all honesty, I want to see the team rivalries. I want to see the regions coast versus coast, right? So if they gonna give us something, I want to see the East versus West, the North versus South of North America. I want to see that actually happen. And if it's just the basic, give me East versus West Coast. I want to know like an official showing of who would win between the 2 coasts. And if it's possible to get it, you know, coast versus coast, yeah. But I think the whole Punk versus basically anybody at this point. Actually, you know what? You know what I want now? After, and I'm got to go back to this. Chris CCH. I want to see him run another like Kumite versus like everybody's picture that he ripped up at Red Bull Kumite. That's what I want. I want to see that run back again.
Oh, so you'd want like a kind of Chris CCH gauntlet challenge?
Yeah, that's what I would want.
I don't think we've kind of had that kind of spectacle in Street Fighter 5. Someone running the gauntlet. You have any Evos and whatnot, but I don't think there's been like a dedicated event. Can you imagine we give like Jimmy, the streamer, like, you know, Jimmy, the gauntlet of European players? Or, you know what? I'd like to see Jimmy versus a lot of the US online players. That'd be fantastic.
Hey,
what do you think, Jimmy? Do you think you could take them all out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. I'm gonna. Someone clip that
part.
Someone clip that part.
Somebody clip that instantly. I need that uploaded to Twitter now. Before the end of this broadcast, I need that on Twitter. Somebody please.
As long as I don't run into Dhalsim or Poison, I'm good.
Oh, bro, you definitely running into a Dhalsim. You're 100% running into a Dhalsim.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, listen, fantastic stuff. Do you know what, as well? I've got to ask you guys, because the character's been out for just under 2 months now, and I know ICD's been playing him for quite a bit. Your thoughts on Luke? ICD, what are your thoughts on him right now, since you've played it for an extensive amount of time?
at the beginning, like, I'm not that great with him, but I've played 2. Like I think Affections, I think Crimson's really good. But when I seen him playing it at a certain level, like my head's changed. I knew he was strong, but I'm kind of saying like in the long run, I think top 5, man. I know people would say he couldn't be the best in the game, but like he can be up there, man. He's ridiculous. Even today, I was thinking like I was gonna even use Luke against Jimmy's or like maybe Akira, but I was gonna use Luke, but because it's traditional, it's the Gal thing. But like I think Luke's very strong. I think he's very strong. Like he'd be best in like some of the best Shoto players in the world, like Infectious for instance. I believe he's one of the best Shoto players in the world. You give a character like that in his hands, like, really hard because like even Torpedo or someone like that. I think he's really strong. Really strong. I think he could be the best Shoto in the game.
Okay. Jimmy, what about you? I know you tried him a little bit, but you went back to Ryu. But it's always good to hear your thoughts on new characters, regardless. I'm very surprised you wouldn't make the full-time switch to Luke. He looks like someone you would like. That's only my opinion. That's not even a troll.
I would have considered it if they deleted Ryu, but they didn't do that. So no, I'm still a Ryu player. But no, I agree with what Sean had to say. I think Luke is very strong, potentially too strong. But yeah, he seems to struggle a bit against very strong zoning. That's why at first I thought it was a good matchup for Ryu because you can throw a lot of fireballs against him.
Especially now.
His own fireball has the weakness of being very slow to recover, so you can't really pull off crazy zoning with Luke. But then I realized, like, if you get in with Luke once, you can kill pretty much, and it's crazy. His damage output is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Playing like a mid-screen footsies battle against Luke, at any point he can just flip it around and absolutely destroy you. And he's very dangerous, and I do think he's going to end up being a top 5 character. It's hard to predict, but like that's my feeling right now. It's my intuition to say like he's probably one of the best characters in the game.
Okay, interesting. Steve, what about you? Have you tried a little bit of Luke?
So I've definitely played a little Luke myself. I've been playing a lot more ranked these days. So and when Luke came out, I ran into a bunch of different players, like top players.
Did you lose to every single one of them?
No, I didn't lose to every single one of them. Jammerz.
I don't know what it's like. I don't know how many people you actually beat. I heard your win rate was online is 30%. I didn't know it was a.
It might be. I ain't gonna even stunt. Cause I don't play a lot of ranked. So I legit just started playing ranked. So it could be that I play a lot more versus the homies Jammerz, but I think Luke is actually hella good. I think he's really good, and I think he might be one of the best Shotos in the game. The fireball, even though he has slow recovery, if you play like a slower paced fireball game, his jump being as awkward as it is and having good like cross up options mid screen, the fact that he can do things like that really does make him super strong. And the fact that he has really good normals that move him forward on the ground means if you do get to the corner and you have that good fireball game, which is eventually going to come, Luke is 100% going to be one of the best characters in the game once it's all said and done. Very strong character. He's actually really fun, though. I know a lot of people have been saying that, and I kind of like saw like people being against it at first, but he's mad fun. He's really strong. And yeah, I think by the time it's said and done, he's going to be one of those characters. Everybody's going to have a pocket Luke.
Oh, for sure, because he's definitely a character that is fun and everyone can try and get into him. Like, listen, if he came out at the start of Street Fighter 5, I promise you, this game probably would have been completely different than it is now. But hey, he's a good, nice little gateway to what Street Fighter 6 will potentially look like, because he's looking very strong in this game. But I think we've got time for just about one last question, so I'm going to put the boys on the spot here. Sean, what do you think the score is going to be in this final 1st to 10 between you two? What do you think the score is going to be?
I don't want to predict it because, like, I don't know, it's just saying in my mind. Just imagine, anything could happen in Street Fighter, right? It's like in a 1st to 10, like stuff. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to put a jinx on it. I know it's kind of weird.
Okay, but fair play. If you don't want to jinx yourself, that's fine. Jimmy, do you want to jinx yourself? Or you want to leave it to be continued as well?
I mean, if there's one thing that we've learned so far in both 1st to 10 sets, is that anything can happen, right? The first set, I lost it, and the second one, I got it. So I hope to win the last one, but it's going to be a back and forth set. That's what I'm expecting, and I think it's going to be a good one. So let's just see what the score is going to be like at the end.
What a Jimmy Company answer.
Wow.
Oh, and one more thing. Is it cool that we played a busted in Side Street, yeah?
I mean, if Jimmy's cool with that, you can...
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna play.
I just like that.
That's the thing about.
Yeah, that's another thing about Street Fighter. Hopefully in a new one, they make all that, you know, the interactions when you move them to the bus and out the rooms and the tomatoes on their head. They kind of stopped doing that in the game. I kind of like that in the game. It's quite fun, you know.
Okay.
No, that's actually true. I love the little stage transitions, the shoot out of the cannon, the samurai hat, to knock them into the bathroom. I remember, I'm definitely a fan of those.
All right, well, you know what? That's going to be it for our pre-match interview. So for all those people wondering where the games are, well, we're going to take that esports break to make sure the people upstairs are happy. And when we come back, apparently not yet, because my people in the back are talking about something, but we need to make sure that they're ready, because I'm ready to go. I'm pretty sure Steve's ready to go. Do you know, I'll ask you before we go on the break. Steve, what do you think the score's going to be?
I don't know. Look, I just remember if I remember correctly, from the last words that Jimmy said, he said, it's going to be he's like, I think if we get this run back, it will be a clear victory. A clear victory.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
He said that. I remember that. It was like 4 or 5 months ago he said this. Jimmy, do you still feel that way? Do you still feel that this is going to be a clear, decisive victory?
I don't think he does.
Well, the reason why I'm not calling it a clear victory is because I didn't get that much sleep in because of my boy. He kept me up all night. So, this is what's going to make it interesting. It's going to make it even more interesting because at least it's going to be close, you know? Otherwise, it would be free. So this is my way of making it close.
All right, you know what?
The truth. I feel like a bit. Because this is like if I lose this, like, you know, we go way back, but this is the one, you know. If I lose this,
is the one, bro.
Well,
this
listen, only you guys
come back in the same roles.
Listen,
they have to get different people to play you.
Only you guys can make it the set of all sets, and you're gonna find out on the other side of this break who is going to be the winner of. Place your bets in the chat, channel points, predictions, whatever's going to happen. Do that in the 5-minute break. We'll be back with you very shortly.
So, you really want to go through the trouble? Fine. Easy mode too much? Here's my special. Sucks to be you. I'm always ready for a fight.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Set. It is part 3 of the epic saga of the Egg and Crest King going up against DJ Khaled live and direct on Capcom Fighters. I'm so glad you can join us, and of course, we have Tasty Steve as a special guest joining me on this show tonight. Now, we're going to kick it off, and all the guys have been asking, where are the games? It's happening right here and right now. They're in the lobby. It is set to first to 10. It is good old-fashioned Street Fighter 2 style. Ryu versus Guile. I'm pretty sure these guys are itching to go, and I'm pretty sure, like, because ICD wanted to play on a different stage, he's going to pick it. So let me make sure these guys are all good to go.
Yeah, they were really hype about this this bustling side street. I do like that it's bustling side street. That's like the first Street Fighter 5 stage that we saw. So it makes sense. And like you said, man, this is Street Fighter 2 style, man. Guile versus Ryu.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because, like ISTD said, he was thinking about picking Luke here, but he said, nah, this is the set. You know, when you beat your guy 40 games and it's like last game, it's that last game that counts. All the other 40 wins, they were completely relevant. It is the last game that counts. But like I said, thank you so much for joining us. It is a new year, and what a way to start off with one of the biggest rivalries. Once again, part 3 in the Street Fighter 5 lifespan. I cannot wait to see it. And you know what? You get to see this like live. It's not like you're a viewer at home. Now you're here. Jimmy's probably even more powered up because he's got you here. So, and probably even ICD's even more powered up because he's got you here as well. So I can't wait to watch how this one unfolds.
Oh, this is about to be a good one. Look, first off, I was saying this before, but I've been keeping track of the sets even before we got to this point. And the fact that we're on the 3rd version, the trequel right now, we have it going down. I'm still the daddy, MDZ, Jimmy, let's go.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like it was the characters they said they were going to stick to. Guile versus Ryu. And it's all about the mind games, man. How many reversals they're going to let off on Wake Up during block strings? How many jump-ins are going to be getting away with? How many throw techs are going to happen? And I'll tell you what, one thing that Jimmy was really good at doing, where he really shined, was doing delayed pressure on ISDD's Wake Up. He really caught him doing delayed tech. So I want to see if ISDD has learned from that. He's really going to mix up his defensive options.
Yeah, one of the things that like Jimmy changed over like all the sets is literally like he started delaying his approach a little bit more and more, staggering his offense, and like got a lot of crush counters and damage because of it. And now you see I'm Still the Daddy actually playing the same way now. He's got a little slower pace to what he's typically doing. Not that jump though.
Yeah, good anti-air there. And again, Jimmy is probably one of the most consistent players for anti-airs in Europe. You know, he streams and shows you guys this day in and day out. He shows you how phenomenal he is at that stuff.
I like the little delay there. Oh, what a parry on the V reversal. I'm Still the Daddy do be getting a little loose with him, though. You got to be careful.
Oh, he tried to V-shit, but Jimmy couldn't get the punish in time. He didn't react.
Wondering, but look, it still does its job. You get out of the situation where you're right next to Ryu. You get a little bit of walking space, and now full-fledged momentum on the side of ImStillDaDaddy. Great life adding up, though.
Good block on the
I
upside
was
down
wondering
kick.
when we're going to see that upside-down kick.
No, they got a couple of things they rinse here and there that they're very mindful of against each other, despite them saying, oh, there's a bunch of mind games happening. But you know what? Someone's going to have to break out the gimmicks and the dirty tactics eventually. There you go, first round goes to Jimmy.
Okay. Speaking of dirty tactics, the online Ryu dirty tactics. Oh, the backhand.
Oh, he missed his dash, unfortunately. He wanted to get dash up, stand hard punch there, but he's going to make amends of it by commending that damage with a throw and put him with the back fist in the corner.
With that burnish straight right there. Clips him with the heavy Tatsu out of the corner, fighting his pressure back in, though. I love him using this upside down kick at that range. Dunk him.
It's a very strong footsie tool from like crouching medium kick, max distance range. It goes, because it's a low crusher, right? It's going to blow up a lot of those moves.
No, that's definitely true. Especially playing up close right there, using a low crush move like that.
Oh, he chased down the beach and got the stun, yo! With that Jimmy magic to start off the set. Yo, okay. He said, I'm going to sprinkle that sugar, spice, and everything nice with that Jimmy magic for the 1-0 start. And usually, in the sets before, right, you didn't see that teabag until like game 5, game 6. Jimmy's like, nah, right off the bat.
Well.
Right off the bat.
Well.
On
the first game?
Let me tell you what, this is a prequel to what I'm going to do to Steve when we get to play each other offline once again. This is
then you're going to wake up and realize you passed out because I beat you so bad. All right, here we go. That heavy punch. I like the fact that Jimmy is being a lot more aggressive on the ground game.
Yeah, for sure. And listen, I'm telling you, these guys have definitely watched back their sets and gone, you know what, this guy's not getting me the next time. This is what we need back in the scene, like, you know, just raw, instinctual gameplay going, you know what, now I can't have this guy getting the jump on me. I don't care who you are or what you're doing or what character you're playing.
I love the fact that we see ImStillDaDaddy using these V-shift now. It's getting him out of a lot of these situations where you can dash up, use low medium, or just like standing medium punch to keep the pressure up, dash up, fake out that should be it, the big damage. Yo, Jimmy. Woo!
Do you know what's crazy? Because like that flash kick wasn't wrong, because if the flash kick hit, ISD would have won that round, but Jimmy was 100% aware of that and observant of the situation. Great situational awareness, and he takes that round from ISDD.
Yeah, perfectly timed dash right there. He did the double dash. You would think that the momentum would have caught him, in all honesty. That's why I thought the flash kick was going to hit, but just perfectly timed by Jimmy.
Oh, he caught it. He tried that before, and ISDD reacted to the whiffed hard kick, but now he gets crushed. This is what I was talking about, man. ISDD's got to be careful with his delayed wake-up choices. Backdash, block, something. You got to take that grab from Ryu sometimes, man. Oh, he's dead. Oh, wait, why did he try and stun
him? Wait a minute. Oh, double toss, upside down. And you just saw Jimmy's back up right there. Man, the spacing right now is so perfect.
He should have been 2-0. We're playing on borrowed time right now, Steve.
Talking to a ghost, man. Talking to a ghost. Oh, my God. Oh, the overhead. Oh, the double overhead. Make him pay for it.
He needs to activate the trigger here, and he's going to do it from
dash
the...
up. Oh,
no sweep.
You could have did something.
Yeah, dude, he could have done a sweep. That's a 7-frame sweep. He could have caught that hard knockdown, done something to get that round hit. Well, let's see what happens. Can Jimmy make it 2-0?
Oh, nice. Crouching medium, and he catches, and he noticed that Jimmy had literally been playing this range where he can backdash with punish for standing medium kick and just check with low forward. And the Ryu danger dash area. You do not want to be in that area. That was a good check for ImStillDaDaddy.
Damn, okay, let's see if, wake up light Shoryuken for the throw invincibility, but ISDD was nowhere in range to get that throw, but he's sending a message there, empty jump.
Oh,
Damn, they're coming out
double
now.
roundhouse.
No crosscut.
Uh-oh, in the corner.
Hello?
ISD been doing so good with this pressure in the corner. Wagao jumps out with the Tatsu, a little extra float time to be sure.
Oh, he spent it. Why did he try and bust out there? He didn't have to do that flash kick, but the second one works. Full perfection. And let's see if he can win the battle from full screen.
The baby boom parade, no anti-X.
Oh, I like that damage there. Jimmy can still win this, though.
Oh, caught him. That burning straight almost connected. Need to be careful with the fireball game. The fireball game's going to be good
Jimmy's
right
waiting
now.
to build EX bar. Yeah, that's it. They both got one EX viable to do. Whoever hits it, you know, he cracked first.
Oh, and Jimmy loves to get that knockdown and then start the pressure. You can see why. The fireball war, Street Fighter 2 style. Finally jumped over at the flash kick.
Flash kicker.
Tubusu.
And do you know what's crazy? That would have been 2-0 if Jimmy finished his combo early in that first round. Happens. But hey, listen, I'm down for 1-1 because, again, these guys want to keep it as close as can be. And they remember that is the blood's boiling. We've already seen a teabag come out already. It's boiling, man. And you saw it get to ISTD early because he done a flash kick. That,
Yeah.
like, 2 flash kicks out of 3 have been blocked. So it's getting to him, man. It's getting to him.
Oh, Tatsu this time pulls it out early.
Upside
Oh.
down kick. Wow. You know what?
And he is.
Go for it.
I was gonna say he is actually chasing the backdash the greatest way possible with this upside down kick. Not getting a big combo off of it, but still just checking it. And Jimmy keeps getting caught trying to backdash or just walk out of there a couple times. So it's working out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've always said this about ISTD's gameplay. He's got some of the most unique, rebuttals to responses and things on defense because he doesn't want to, like, defend in a, like, traditional way. He really wants to throw you off guard. And Jimmy's probably one of the best people at understanding ISTD's defensive habits. So
You're starting to see each time the little change-ups right now are crazy, man, especially from Jimmy.
Yeah. All right, listen, Jimmy grinds this game out and he like really studies this game and has fun playing Ryu. That's one of the most important factors, right? So you get to see it in his gameplay.
Oh, dashed up, tried to go for the upside down kick. Jimmy ready this time. Cross cut.
So consistent with
flash
those.
kick.
It's been harder for ISTD to get those regular flash kick and wake up. Okay, they're coming out now. Okay, here comes the EX fireball. No sweep activate yet here from Jimmy. There it is. Hard knockdown. He could do a V-shift. He didn't. Why didn't he V-shift? He wants the trigger.
Yeah, he want to hold the trigger. Oh my God! It's starting to get more effective. Activate baby boom. Baby boom parade. Here we go. Just letting them fly. Once again, another fireball standoff. I can't believe he cleared that.
Watch out for the upside down kick.
Medium kick not gonna work.
Do the upside down kick. Who knows?
Good old fashioned boom.
Damn, it's crazy because again, we've seen it happen with ISTD twice now, right? He's done a flash kick, he's connected, he's activated Sonic Break from full screen, and he's just thrown out the Sonic Booms to make sure Jimmy's preoccupied and splurges his meter to make it easier for him to close the round, despite it being clutch.
No, that's definitely true. I feel like Jimmy right now is really leaning on getting that EX fireball in some of these clutch situations, and it's making like ISD a lot more comfortable to pull the trigger on some of these flash kicks.
It definitely has a read on Jimmy's telegraphic offensive play, but it's potent offensive pressure from Ryu. But again, got to switch it up, probably bait a little bit more. In that first game, he done everything like magnificent, but like he's just kind of taking his gas off the pedal. Probably he's too overhyped about what's going on right now.
Wow, catches the sweep.
There's a V-shift too far. He could have got punished there. He was lucky. He's playing with murder with that V-break.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh no, gets clipped by the heavy kick.
Damage throw will
Big
do
damage
it.
here.
He tried to throw it.
Anyway.
Damn, this guy's mental.
He
might be
could
dead.
Good.
He actually might be dead.
You're dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, let's go. I'm still the daddy. Runs it back. I was going, one of the questions I was going to ask him, I was going to say, do you feel like when Jimmy said you need to get your emotions under control, do you feel like in part 3 of the run back, you will be ready? Well, you will be set in your ways. Wipe the sweat off your brow. ISD, I see you.
Do you know what's crazy? I should have requested this before we set this whole thing up. I should have got an EX flash kick counter. I should have had one put on the screen and had that changed automatically every time one successfully lands. Or he just throws one out in general because I'd say 85% of the flash kicks have connected and Jimmy is still not been trying to bait them.
Oh, I was just about to say before that jump in that ISD, he's been doing a great job of really switching up his approach and keeping Jimmy like off pace, especially in some of these corner situations. Not right now though, big stun and there's plenty of meter here. Oh, he's still not dead. The crouch is short though. The crouch is short though.
Yeah, we'll take it. And you know what? I do like the fact that Jimmy is not deterred by the amount of meter like ISTD has at his disposal for the EX flash kicks. If he's confident to close out the round, it gives him all the data he needs to see how, bizarre ISTD can be on defense sometimes.
And on top of that, I was going to say he's been using like even just a regular flash kick, not even spending meter this time, but spins at that time. Jimmy, aware.
They're thinking about it. He's always thinking about it. I think what we need to pay attention to now, gets the stun. Let's see if he can close out this round. He's in V-trigger 1, so he gets extra damage. Not quite. Okay. Oh, he could have get the cancel to Tatsu. Why did he confirm that? Gets the cross cut. Regardless, again, ISTD hasn't learned from the fact that Jimmy's crosscuts have been pretty much 110% on point. I think one situation probably we want the viewers to keep an eye out for at home is when ISTD has 2 bars on defense. Let's see if he, A, lets off the flash kick. If it hits, then we go up to, you know, the normal ending route. If he's going to do a delayed tech or land another one. And if we get the false ending, if he blocks another one. Do you know what I mean?
If he blocks the other one. He changes the timeline.
That's what it is, man. You thought Thanos was good at that stuff. Hell no. ICD is the one that's making all these, like, convergences happen and nonsense.
And now we're going back. Going back to this game. I love the fact that he's using Gali, switching up his approach a lot.
Crush counter
going
again
back to the upside down kicks.
Yeah. Sweet. Wow. No V-trigger to make that save, but it's working out for him.
Okay, low forward after the trigger. Activate the bravery.
Right, look at
the
that.
bravery.
Got it again, and the EX Hadouken gets him in. And I told you, we saw the true ending. He had 2 bars and 1 flash kick hit. And the moment he got back in, what happened? Another flash kick came about.
Do it again. Is that why you said DJ Khaled? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you, man. And another one. I missed you, Steve.
Likewise, bro. Likewise, bro. Here we go, Jimmy, back at it.
I definitely need a flash kick, like percentage ratio or something. All right, Sonic.
Those guys are protected.
No, why did you do that? He was nowhere near you. Oh, man. He wants to get in his head. The problem is right now,
he really wants to get in his head right now.
I know it's a draw, but ISTD's winning the mental battle right now. So Jimmy is definitely trying to throw out something arbitrary to get him off guard and put him on tilt again. To get regain control of the mental game. There you go.
ImStillDaDaddy looks like he's doing such a good job of playing Jimmy's game against him right now. Burning straight, gets the knockdown, activate the baby boom parade. My favorite holiday parade. Oh my God, the EX shore you to get through.
Well timed there, but Jimmy could lose this if he's not careful. Air to air, and he waits for the throw. Hold on, is he going to throw him again? No anti-air. Oh my God. Wow. Hey, this guy has cojones of a madman. Hey, listen, that was so confident. That's crazy. I could never do that. That
my man
takes
walked
skill.
into range. Walked into range.
Don't do this to me now. Are we good? I think we're good.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, I'm hoping not. Don't do this to me now.
I command you.
Don't do this to me now.
I'm gonna try to keep it together with my mind.
Don't do this to me now, man. I'm trying to enjoy the night.
So bad. Oh, I thought he was gonna get through with a show you, but it didn't work.
Nah, it was too much recovery on the raw activation there. Okay, puts him in the corner, presses hard kick, and into rough.
Oh my God.
Not enough people do that, so that's good.
Okay, neutral jumped in, no anti-air, no. I thought we was gonna see a parry right there. Low forward, regular fireball.
Hits him with the solar plexus, big damage, and he can only do regular flash kick. Is he gonna do it?
Broken back season. Oh my God.
ISTD's on another level. Yo.
Bro, my man, he hit the button for the lift at the top floor. Took him all the way back down to the bottom. Bro, I don't know if it was because it was online, but that had a lot of hang time. My man, Guile was holding on to the rim. He was like,
listen, mad respect, right? More people need to do that because usually in situations like this, people they flinch on defense and they go for the throw tech. But ICD wait for that. He was committed to take that throw and then gets that jump and gets the air throw. Fantastic stuff. That takes a lot of resilience on defense to do. So.
Yeah, to keep your wits about you in a situation like that, especially versus Jimmy, who's offense in the corner, and just Ryu in general is just really strong. So gets the air throw.
He could have punished that sub back kick. That's like -4. Why didn't he stand and light kick? If ICD's doing poorly spaced sub back kicks, he should be punished them with stand light kick with the DP free.
The thing is that Jimmy is going back to this range where it's a little bit questionable, and that even that light kick, because you know the range is a little spotty, you got to be careful on it.
Yeah.
See, look, he keeps playing back at this range where it's a lot harder, and it's giving ISD a little chance to like get out of that range. And even though his back is to the wall, he's fighting pretty well out of this corner. Life lead is still in. Not anymore. Jimmy has a life lead. Jump back, gets the boom activation as well. Sets up the baby boom parade. There's the parries. That's gotten him in trouble last time.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to do it to build V meter to get like a V break or maybe a V reversal in dire situations. I don't know if he's gonna get out of this one, Steve.
Oh, the EX boom so well placed. ImStillDaDaddy. I'm telling you right now, you might be popping off. Hopefully, he's popping off right now.
The thing is, it always boils down to, you know, a sonic boom, like, you know, Jimmy not handling really well, jumping over it, getting clipped by it. It's difficult because some of these round enders have been pretty much the same for ISTD, and it's all about how Jimmy, navigates it, and he wasn't confident he's going to get that combo, but he get the stun now.
Big damage.
No flash kick though? Oh.
Oh, there it is. He said no. Speak of the devil.
I know, right? Looks like I don't know ISTD as much as I thought I did.
Got the crush. Oh, stayed on the same side. Wasn't able to confirm. Activate after the block sweep. Jimmy still in control of the corner. The baby booms gets him out of this situation. Still back to the wall. Dash up. Good defense. I'm still the daddy. I see you.
All right, EX Fireball again. Trades it so he couldn't get any Oki from that. Puts out a Sonic Blade once again. Jimmy needs to throw him some more, man, if he gets in that range. Seek of the Devil.
Wow. Yo. Oh, I was about to say, oh, he's playing so good, but every time that I think Jimmy has lost control of the situation, this neutral situation, he always proves me wrong.
Yes. This is crazy. I see some people asking in the chat. For those of you who don't know, there have been 3 first attempts. Well, this is the 3rd and final first attempt between these 2 players. The first one, ISTD won 10-7. The second one, which didn't happen too long ago, you can see on Capcom Fighters, Jimmy won 10-9. So this is the final first attempt set between these guys to conclude this saga between these 2. And these guys never failed to deliver.
Every time, bro. Every match goes off, and he is getting the read on those jumps. Tried to use the knee. Not going to work. And look at Jimmy just inching into this situation, this position where he can always punish. And now, I'm still a daddy fight back.
Right, there we go. Gets the low 40 to the Fireball. Gets an EX Sonic Boom there as well. Another activation from full screen to help him dominate that neutral game there, Steve.
Setting up the booms again. Jimmy getting a lot more comfortable fighting with this trigger. Active neutral jump gets caught by the EX. Sure, you walk up, back throw. Wait a minute.
Oh no, you could lose this
one.
on
I bet you won't do it again.
Oh, that was
the
so
jab.
sick.
Held up to stop the combo. Made it so recovery late. He committed to the fireball, and there's the punish. I see you, Jimmy.
So,
boom, excuse me.
I feel in that situation, right? So when Guile does a forward throw against you in the corner, he's +2. So if he does jab boom, you can't backdash. So I think ISD delayed it a little bit, which gave Jimmy the made him airborne to allow that. And then obviously because it hit, Sean just cancelled into the boom and he got whiff punish for his Sonic Boom. So you know, good stuff there from Jimmy to get the pickup. It's 3 apiece. You wouldn't think that by the way they're playing.
Nah, look, first off, they're going like to the final round of each one of these sets, anyway, these matches anyway. So that's why it's so close. It's 3 up right now.
Oh, delay, and he's going to get the full counter hit conversion into the flash kick from the standing medium punch. No stun. Oh, there it is.
Bruh. Big damage.
This is how you know their skill level is tantamount to one another, because one of them runs away with it and then the other one somehow managed to scurry their way back into the set. And it's almost as if it was never that much of a skill back between them. It's fantastic watching these 2 sometimes.
The back and forth. It's so good. More booms. Walk up, went for the upside down kick. Bad sweep there. Big punisher for Jimmy. And now he has the corner too.
Okay, it looks like ISTD starting to backdash on defense now. This is good because he needs to mix up, like we said, mix up those defensive options. Try not to be too predictable because Jimmy was getting a bit too comfortable at one point.
Flash kick. I love the fireball game right here from ImStillDaDaddy and the guy.
Oh, wow. Gets his turn back. Watch out for the flash kick. I don't know. ISTD's that kind of guy. Throw.
The dash up throw.
Why'd he jump? Why'd he jump? Why'd you jump into the corner? Oh my god. Oh no! That was the worst move I have ever seen you do in the 10 years of me watching you play Street Fighter. That's probably the worst Sonic move I've ever seen you do. Oh man.
No.
He gave that away.
Oh, he definitely gave that away. Oh, the overhead.
Oh man, he gave that away.
All right, see now this is when, oh, there we go. You got to get your wits about you. You got to get your wits about you. There you go. Post the stun right now. Dash up throw. One more can get the stun. Overhead block.
Oh, he's too far.
Kick not going to work. Big damage here. Stun. Make it count. Oh, you left these in the car. I'll bring them to the doorstop for you.
You left these nuts, baby. I got you. You said it. Nah, you set that one up, Steve. You actually set that one up. I'm sorry. I had to do that because Steve picked it up.
Oh my god, 4-3. Bro, this set is actually wild right now. This set is actually wild right now. For those who don't know, Jammerz just told you, man, this is the 3rd installment in the action-packed Street Fighter V saga.
I mean,
MDZ Jimmy. ImStillDaDaddy.
You said,
did I say it right?
You said find yourself some better Street Fighter. I'm giving you some decent Street Fighter. You should get these 2 on Street Fighter League. You should get these 2 on Street Fighter.
Hey, look, man, I'll make some calls. I'll see what I can do. No promises.
Alright, let's see how this one goes. 4-3, as Steve alluded to. It's 4-3 to ISTD right now. What a response with that upside down kick. In the first set, he was actually waking up with them on wake up, which is so weird. But they worked.
No, it's because he knows, like I said, they're basically fighting each other at this point, right? He knows that Jimmy's going to back up a little bit, and he's going to give him just enough space where this upside down kick isn't going to be punishable. Like that. Exactly like that. And that's the meta, right? Anybody else try to do that, it won't work. Don't try this at home. This is why they tell you.
Too far to get the correct combo, and he's going to lose the round because of that. Luckily enough, he baited the meter, as Punk would say. He baited the meter and make sure he's going to have the meter advantage going into this next round here, ISTD. Jumps back.
You need to be careful with these jumps.
Both of them do, to be honest with you. I think it's more of a hard read on Ryu's end than Gao's end, but like again, I think these guys have to be a little bit more attentive towards their projectile game and be a little bit more vigilant to the airborne approach these guys are taking.
It gets really easy to like fall into that pattern, right? Especially when the ground game is going so effective, it's working out. You forget about the jump, but Jimmy never forgets about it. But he forget about those flash kicks, though.
He did a delayed flash kick. Oh my word, he did a delayed flash kick.
There we go. Wait a minute. Donk him. One more can get the stun. Overhead works out this time. More.
What is he doing? What? Oh, he's playing with his food, and he still won the round. My
Gravity-defying kick.
Nah, you can't. You cannot do that to me in a first to 10 and think you're going to get out.
He's trying to get in Jimmy's head right now. And now...
Jimmy, there's no point teabagging at the start of the round.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. See, he's 100% living rent-free in your head right now.
My man actually did a circus act on you in game.
Oh, my God.
He's going to do it again. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Jimmy, do not DP again. Jimmy, please don't DP again. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay, wait a minute.
Throw. I reckon ISTD's going to let him, like, every time he knocks him down, if he gets the opportunity, he's going to let him knock him down. And when his health's so low, no, okay, my theory's gone out of the window right now. He is in his head.
Oh, he is living rent-free in his mental. His mind palace is in danger, bro. He's got his shoes off up on the couch in your house of business, bro.
Let me tell you what's crazy, right? You're not going to do a circus act on me and still win the round. Like, you can't do that. Like, and then he tried to teabag him round. That's not how it works.
First off, people, you can't do that. It does not work that way. You can't lose the round, get the bags dropped on you, and then start the round after you lost by doing it. Don't work. That does not work. If you didn't know, no.
Oh, man. Well, it's 5-3 to ISTD right now. Hopefully, Jimmy has still got a lot of mental stamina in the tank. Because, again, people want more games. They want this to go down to the wire like it did last time.
The thing is, Jimmy's rebuttal is really good. But now I feel like this is the best I've seen ImStillDaDaddy play in any one of these sets so far.
And he's dead. That's going to be a full combo, and that should be it. If he gets the pickup, has he got? No, he didn't even pick VCL 2. Okay.
Oh. Wow.
He didn't even get hit by the blue. How much invincibility has that DP got? Damn.
Right? My man flew from the ground, landed through the fireball. On recovery, still went through the fireball.
Maybe the cinematic saved him. All right, here we go. Again, another round up here. First round. Going to ISTD.
All right, the dash didn't work this time. Here's a throw. Jimmy, another one. Oh, little mini stare down, the upside down kick.
He walked into that upside down kick. I think, like you said, you mentioned this before, I think Jimmy needs to slightly adjust the range he's playing at. Because this mid-range, he's losing to crouch immediate kick. He's losing to back fierce. He's losing to quite a number of things.
And the thing is that the range that ImStillDaDdy's so comfortable fighting at, that's the Ryu like danger range. Like he can dash up, he still has that stand medium punch, light kick for the small whiffs to make something happen, flash kick to answer back, wake up EX Shoryu, wait a minute, falls on the fireball, wait a minute,
another
wake up
delayed flash kick. How is this guy so confident doing delayed flash kicks like that? Oh man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, he's not dead yet. Stay back, stay back.
Stay back.
He's not
let him get close.
Nah, he's not, because he's waiting. ISTD's waiting for that one bar. Oh.
6-3 by way of ImStillDaDaddy. Hold up. Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, my man's looking sharp. My man is looking sharp out here right now.
What he said in the interview, he said, nah, he said, this is the first attempt. This is the set that I need to win. So, like, all the other ones, is like, it's good. I know it's one apiece to this, but this is the one I need to win. This is it, man. I don't know. Is Jimmy about to run through his anime redemption arc? Is he about to get some secret power from just deep within? And, like, just come back 4 games on the bounce? I don't know.
All right, getting a little more. He's actually adjusting the spacing a little bit to try to get in closer. ImStillDaDaddy actually getting a lot more active to counteract it right there. Just a flash kick to make him respect it.
Okay, gets a Tatsu through the boom, gets a meaty grab as well. Again.
Oh, the V shift.
Well, you asked. They're delivering. You did ask. You did ask.
That's true. And using them pretty good too on top of that. Like right here, this is perfect V-shift range against Ryu. And now he's backed up and gave him all this space, but goes for a jump, completely drops the momentum that he had. Oh, he eats the boom off the activation.
Hold on, he's gonna chase him down, jumps forward, gets grabbed for his troubles. Let's see what happens here. I don't know, this is looking bleak for Jimmy. Oh, he ran into the second hit of the EX Sonic Boom, and again, another round for ISTD to run away with this set. We're slowly closing in on a 7-3, 4-game buffer here for ISTD.
Ooh. Throw to the corner.
Okay, gets the counter
Great
hit
block for
confirmed.
the side switch too.
He's too worried about the flash kick now. He's way too worried about that. I think it's mainly because of the positioning.
Ooh. Yeah, he's really giving up a lot of spaces because of it. Oh, I love the confirm on that solar plexus.
He's going to delay again. Yeah, oh, he tried. He did try, but again, he wasn't confident in that counter hit confirmed. Jimmy needs to be more like affirmative with that. And he gets the jump in. Hard read on the jump. Again, hopefully this is the round that can bring Jimmy back into this set, Steve.
Yeah, what's crazy was he got the dash up medium punch from Ryu, but like you said, he didn't believe in it. He's just so shook right now.
I think there's been like, numerous occasions, like 3 or 4. Nice buffer.
Ooh.
There's been multiple occasions where Jimmy's got the hit, but he hasn't expected ICD to get hit by it. That's what's really throwing him off.
And it's because he's really changing up the spacing between these normals and like doing upside down kick and just walking in and back and forth out of the space. Wake up sweep and gets the activation on top of it, baby boom. One for protection, another throw.
He's got to wait. He's looking for that super activation. I don't know why he's not doing the anti-guile tech with the V-break at a close range to get brain damage and knockdown, but I guess V-trigger is more valuable for him. Oh, so we get the devil.
That was sick. That was sick.
He's got to wait it out though. He's going to build super. If he can just chip him or something. Give this one away.
Okay, he's got, the low medium. Okay. And of course, you already know that ImStillDaDaddy was looking for that dash up ready to check it, but low forward 3U classic.
Hey, listen, man, at that range when it's clutch, it's either been like, projectile to close it out, low forwards to close it out, hard reading the jumper for the projectile. These guys have been having a lot of clutch moments, but hey, it's 6-4 now. Is Jimmy finding that Jimmy magic? Sprinkle that Jimmy magic. Bring it now.
Sprinkle a little Jimmy magic on. Yo, shout out to everybody at home watching right now, man. This is Capcom Fighters, man. You watching sets. Part 3, MDZ Jimmy going up against ImStillDaDaddy. Oh, man, it's getting crazy, though. 6-4 by way of ImStillDaDaddy, but Jimmy trying to make something happen with the comeback right here.
See, I remember I was watching the last one back on YouTube and other places, and people were like, why have they got these two on Capcom Fighters? I said, because these guys will give you some of the most raw and uncut Street Fighter you will ever see. And again, people have watched this. We got over 1,700 people in the chat now. Shout out to everyone that is tuning in.
Yo, shout out to everybody watching right now.
Oh, no, he's lost the round.
Wow.
He's lost the round. Oh, man. He lost it.
Oh, man. Look, Jimmy, come on. We got to turn this around, bro. You know we got to interview you after this. It's going to be, and this is the 3rd one, bro. We got to interview you. You better think about this.
Oh, man. He needs to win first before he thinks about what he has to say.
Right?
You do. Trust me, you don't want to be the loser at the end of this.
Oh, what a whip punish. Wait a minute, Jimmy. Uh-oh. Oh, what time is it?
Throw.
Walk up, throw.
Oh, he tried to jump out or do something. That's a legitimate situation there for Kyle after the throw in the corner. The damage there for Jimmy. He's too scared of the Sonic Boom when he's got like around 30% or lower health here. Okay.
Sets up the booms again.
Interesting answer.
Oh, the flash kick. Actually whips the normal there first too, just to be sure. Gave him just enough time to react to the jump and the booms, so just keeping him in place right now. EX gets the knockdown. Jimmy's still in trouble with his back to the wall, trying to fight out right now.
He's not going to Tatsu through a boom. He's too far. Yeah, and he's not going to do it. He's just going to play this chipping game right now. I think he's going to be very careful at that range, though. These guys are waiting to build that meter, but the back fist or the forward hard punch,
it gets into it, bro.
Hey, confidence, man. Confidence does a lot for you. You can listen. You can have
does.
matchup knowledge. You can have the execution. But I'm telling you, like confidence in anything in life does absolute wonders for you. You
Facts,
actually,
that's true.
you definitely think
That's
you're
true.
Captain America in some parts. But like, look, he's riding high right now. He's riding high right now, and it's 7-4.
First off, this dude, I'm still daddy. He said it self. I'm glad you reminded me that he said that. He's like, if I gotta win a set, it's gotta be this one. And it's 7-4 right now.
Okay, stacking pressure, and he gets an arbitrary sweep. Jimmy's not watching his feet.
Oh, I was looking for a flash kick right there. Didn't have to charge the air throw just to keep the momentum knocked down again.
Oh, he done the
Upside down,
classic,
kicking it
and
off,
again
flash
his
kick
pad
and
is
more.
broken. His pad is broken. He had to double check his down button was working. Oh no, he got him with the classic. Oh man. Wait,
what? Man, you better hope we can't come back outside after this.
Wait,
you can't go down like this.
Was that teabag so hard? We got hit with the freeze frame? What happened? Don't be anticlimactic now. Don't do this to me.
Oh man, is Ryu dead? Is that why he's not getting back up?
Wait, we might need to call the paramedics. Like, what the hell happened there?
Ryu's not getting up.
Like,
somebody call an ambulance.
Literally, he's not this guy's literally on the floor, car.
He's not getting up. Somebody.
What on earth is going on? You can't write this. I have no idea what's happening right now.
He killed him? Oh, man. He just didn't get up. Ryu just laid on the ground.
On my
KO.
He's just there, just laying on the ground.
Is anybody a doctor?
Oh, my God.
This guy not wearing any shoes. He's not getting up.
Let me find out what is happening with these two. Oh, my God.
He just collapsed. I don't know what he was doing, but it looked like that was only the first round he's supposed to get up. He's not supposed to still be laying down.
I'm like...
Get this man a gurney.
I promise you, definitely not rage quit. These guys would not rage quit in a situation like this. But boy,
oh man,
this is wild. Apparently, there's just a moment intermission here for you guys at home. It is 7-4 still, but I don't know. Maybe teabagging is not permitted because it might. You might do that.
But it might actually kill the opponent. You can't. You got to be careful, man. Ryu just didn't even get back up after that. That's how mortified he was by what was happening right here. That's what was happening right now.
It's crazy.
We need a stretcher stat.
I mean, I'd love to get one, but I actually have no clue as to what has happened. I'm looking at my screen right now, and we're still on the same thing. I would probably say the best thing to do would be a good old-fashioned restart the PC and get these guys back in here. But you'd have to give him one round up, of course. He just won the round.
You got to give him one round up.
Yeah.
You got to give him one
so
round up.
we need to figure out what we are going to do. I'm not sure what my stream team in the back wants to do. Because there is one.
It's cool. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We look while they get that squared away. I just want to let you guys know you're watching Sets. I'm joining Jammerz. You already know what it is. HD Jammerz at HD Jammerz. High definition Jammerz.
Well, I if I could change it, I would. But I think at Jammerz is like just taken anyway on Twitter. So I'd have to fight the guy to get the name back. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Or I could just upgrade, go to 4K. That's what everyone's playing the video games in.
Hey, yo, actually, I'm a fan. Jammerz 4K, bro. That's actually
that's my CFN name, 4K Jammerz. But
bro, you gotta run that.
A lot of people never got the joke. They're like, "What's the 4K?" I was just like, "So you clearly don't know what quality control is. Like, you clearly don't know."
See,
what that is.
So what you got to do is you definitely got to change it to 4K Jammerz. I'm definitely a fan of the 4K Jammerz.
I might do. Someone said I should change it to virtual reality. Some people said I should do surround sound. I was just like, "Oh, I won't go that far."
Damn, VR Jammerz. Damn, that's pretty strong too, actually.
Somebody wants to see Jammerz versus Steve. You don't want to see that.
I want to see it.
It's gonna be one-sided. It's gonna be very.
I want to see it.
It's gonna be very one-sided.
Yeah. See, I don't even know how that works. I've never seen.
Have you learned to do jab flash drop with Alex yet?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
How many times did it take you? 20?
No, man, it was on the first time, man.
First
Don't
time?
worry, though. I'm gonna show you. It's okay. You gonna see firsthand.
Have you learned to anti-air?
Mm-hmm.
What's Alex's anti-air?
Got multiple, bro. Not actually, even got multiple, man. It just depends.
So you haven't learned to anti-air yet. If you don't know what
I've definitely learned. If I got meter, I'm always going to anti-air you. One. Two.
Okay.
You know my man's kind of lacking when it comes to anti-airs, bro. You got to be careful.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could bring up Problem X right now. We can have a
chat. Hey, like I said, you can hit him up. I want to know what he do for anti-airs, bro.
Crouch
outside
fierce.
of EXD stuff. Outside of that.
Crouch Fierce does it. Like you
Crouch fear.
You don't think
but
crouch
that's
fear?
mad slow though. It's mad slow. I definitely use crouching heavy punch even on some like neutral like with punishment. Like just one hit and I can use it, but he ain't got that stronger anti-airs though. I can tell you that right now. He's more useful as like a wall up.
You see how many excuses he's making for when I jump in?
There's no excuses. This is some I play the character, bro. What excuses are you talking about?
He said I can't anti-air. It's like, of course you can. You just don't want it.
Look, first off, if you ain't anti-airing like that with Alex, bro, you like it's hard. He don't have those kind of buttons. He doesn't have that many options. And some even Nash, I feel like has better anti-air options.
I don't know, man. I hear a lot of excuses coming out. I hear a lot of excuses coming out your mouth.
No, not one excuse, baby. Not one excuse. I said I'm down to run this. You know.
You are. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Offline comes back real soon, and either we can get Steve to come over to UK, or I can go over there. We can get something to happen, and then we can just settle this once for all. See, just like when you had that set with Vicious, I told Vicious when we were in Poland, I was upset that he lost to you. I said, why are you losing to Steve? And I even spoke to Ridge. Shouts to Ridge. I spoke to him. I was like, look, Steve is not good at this game.
Shout outs to my bro Vicious, bro. You know what it is.
No, mate, Vicious is definitely something else, man. I love that guy. I'm telling you.
That dude is a trip, man. That dude is actually a trip, man. Shout outs to my bro, though, man. I miss that dude. I see him actually. He be hitting the late nights where he's actually doing the Street Fighter League Japan. I've seen him do it with Sien, St. Cola. I think even my boy James Chin, as well as a few others, have helped out on some late night just to do the reruns. I say the reruns like it's a naked night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, even shouts to F-Word. F-Word's joined Vicious for one or two of the Street Fighter League Japans. Cola's been doing it as well. So that's been really good. I mean, it's fantastic stuff regardless. Right, we are back in the game. Let me see if I can get these two gents back in because, again, apologies for whatever problem we had, but I'm trying to get these guys back in. Right, let me invite. I think I heard ISTD on the. I think I heard him.
Well, look, guys, while we got a little downtime, make sure you tweet it out. Go tell your friends you're watching sets right now, man. I'm still the daddy going up against MDZ Jimmy. This is the third installment, the third epic conclusion of the trilogy between these two.
Someone says, who takes down a commentator's tournament? Not him.
Well, it ain't you.
Well, it definitely isn't you.
Hey, I can take that. I can take that. You'll be on the sidelines with me.
Do you know what's crazy?
You'll be on the sidelines with me, Jammerz.
I will pay the TO to get us to play in round 1, 30 seconds, one game. I'll hit you once, run away, you'll lose, then you'll be the cheerleader in the back. I will turn you from commentator to cheerleader, and they both start with a C. You will still be a commentator,
and you're gonna join me. It's okay, and you're gonna come once you're done. If it's a commentator tournament, you ain't winning that commentator tournament. 1, 2, you're gonna be down there cheering with me, so it's cool. And I'm gonna tell you to bring me back popcorn because you're gonna come out later. Since you're so sure, I'm gonna be like, yo, once you do get out of the tournament,
I have never been so sure in my life. When I played you the first time, I said, this guy. You were just, you know what? You remind me of. You remind me of St. Cola. I played Cola and I said, this is a wrap. I said, that's it. Done.
So the last time we played, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I won those last games because you said you were tired.
Lost.
You went to sleep.
Oh, okay. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you.
You're going to do this right now. Bro,
Richard, mute this guy's mic while we get Jimmy back
Maybe
in
you
here.
shouldn't change your name to 4K because obviously you're high definition lying right now, bro.
No. I got plenty
high definition lying right now.
I've got plenty of truth to tell. Let me tell you something, right? Let me get Jimmy in here. While I wait for Jimmy, tell you what happened. Right? We played Fout versus Alex, right? And
a matchup I'm telling y'all right now, I played that matchup even to this day.
You've had your turn to
like
talk
3 times, bro.
Look, you had your turn to talk and you ran out of truth serum. So shush.
I'm just saying, I ain't run out of truths. I'm telling you.
No, you ran out of truth serum. So shush, right? You lost 10-0 to my Falk, right? I don't care if you haven't played the matchup. I haven't played Falk versus Alex. That's your own problem. You lost 10-0. Then he said, bring the Mika.
I won no 10-0, bro.
He said, bring the Mika, right? So I brought the Mika and I beat him 37-10. Right?
Bro, come on, bro.
I remember
come on, bro. Bro.
Remember the number.
Bro.
And I'll tell you what. This is the sickest thing. Yeah, leave the screen. Let me tell them the story. Let me tell them how it actually happened. And this is what happened, right? So one game, I beat Steve. And he goes, this is Steve. Steve does this all the time, right? Steve's like this, right? He'll lose and he'll go, I got this. All right, cool. So that's what he did. He said, I got this, right? And then he got perfected. He got perfected by Mika, and I looked at him and I said, do you still know what you're doing? I said, do you need help? I can help you with this matchup. He said, no, I got this. And then he lost again. That's what happened.
So first off,
You just whacked.
First off, no, it wasn't no 10 nothing. And if that, you still ain't said what happened in those last games that we played.
That you got
because
smoked.
because I remember correctly.
We can ring Nathaniel. We can ring Mark.
It's actually kind of late, Steve. I'm gonna go to sleep right now. It was only me and you, Jammerz. It was only between you and I.
Yeah,
when
but
we were playing
Nathaniel fell
Street Fighter.
asleep in the back because you kept losing.
That's bull. Oh, bro. Oh, man, I can't wait.
He was so bored of watching me beat you, he fell asleep.
You know what? I can't wait to come back over there, Jammerz.
I can't wait either.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Nah, he's can't. He's not crazy. Someone said we need to play other video games. Apparently, Street Fighter's not the one. It's an unfair battle.
Oh, you don't want to play other. You know.
What?
I'm still waiting, Jammerz.
What for? What? Christmas.
You know I'm
Christmas
waiting.
happened like 2 weeks ago, bruv. Why didn't you ring me up on Christmas?
know.
Why didn't you go out your way and say Merry Christmas to me?
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna give you the greatest gift. It's called these hands. If you play me in anything, I'm telling you right
Are you
now.
sure? I mean, you did.
Yeah.
You did pick up. What was that game called? You picked up Skullgirls, and I said thank you for picking up a game. I can beat you in that, right? Right. I've been preoccupied with Street Fighter, so we haven't been able to play a bit of Strive. But we can try that. And remember, there's a
You
difference.
don't want to try that.
No.
You shouldn't even say that. But go on. Just jump right over that. We can talk about something. You're gonna go.
All right, we're gonna do this in a minute. There's a difference between being good at the game and practicing to beat you specifically. I can do that.
I've heard this before.
You have.
I can.
And what you've also heard before is we're gonna go on a quick break.
Before.
Richard, roll the break. Don't give him a chance to speak. Roll the break now. Quick.
Really? Don't do it, Richard.
Richard,
Look,
put the break on.
Go listen. I've heard people say this before. I've heard the people. I'm gonna train to beat Steve before. Ask them what happened to him. They lost. Go.
Richard is actually
now
the
we take a break.
worst streamer like ever. Like he said, go for a break. And, right? See what? This guy's wasteful. welcome back. Apologies for that long and delayed break there. We did have a couple of technical issues. Apparently, so we got disconnected, but the set still continued, and the players obviously were not realizing that we disconnected. They don't have to be. So we had deliberations in the Discord chat, and what we are going to do is the matches that ISTD won during that unfortunate intermission, we're actually going to see those replays back, and then we're going to continue to play the set from 9-4. Little bit anticlimactic. Do apologize about that. We did try to suggest something else, but ISTD would like us to watch the replays as to how he beat Jimmy in those next couple of games, because he was 7-4 when we disconnected, but he won an extra 2. So we're going to watch those two games, and then we're going to play from there. So I do apologize about that, but let me set this up, because apparently I was there and then it just disconnected me. So I have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to try and get back in here real quick. Are you going to let me
So ImStillDaDaddy was saying, like, yo, this is some of the best gameplay he's ever did. So
apparently.
I'm 100% okay with watching this. And then we saw how those last games were going, man. No slight to anybody. But it definitely looked like ImStillDaDaddy was winning the set 100%. It was at 7-4 last time we saw it. So there were 2 games that had transpired since we got disconnected. We have those games, which is one of the things that's actually sick about it. We can actually still see the games, and then we can actually play out the final game live for you guys here. So we still gonna get to see the games just the same. We do apologize for the break. Technical difficulties, they happen. We know it. It's online. But we still got games for you guys to watch. And
well, I see people saying spoilers, but here's the thing. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if we watched those and then we had to go on another break, you would have asked why.
Yeah.
You definitely would have asked why. So I'd rather, and you know what, the players want to be to explain this to you as well. So, don't know if that's kind of spoilers. I'm not spoiling out like Marvel's Avengers or Spider-Man. I'm just telling you what real is here. So apparently it's not letting me connect to this thing to get you guys to watch it. So the technical team in the back are going to have to do this, because I can't move from this spot now. So, because apparently this thing is not letting me in. So apparently it's not going to, it doesn't want to work with me today. Technology has just completely failed me in the new year.
Sound like me. That's what happens to me.
Regardless, we're gonna see the replays that you guys or none of us got to so we can still watch that, and then
it's still new to us.
Yeah, it's still new to us, and then we're gonna play it from 9-4. So who knows? Jimmy could make that miraculous comeback and then come through. But again, thank you very much for your patience and being cooperative, or trying to be cooperative, because I see people. But it is a case of once the stream team in the back get us sorted there, then we can move along with this. But again, let me do that. Let me see if it lets me on, because again, we were fine a minute ago, but it doesn't let me do that. Jammerz pushed the wrong button. Why? Apparently people are just blaming me now.
That's what happens, man. You see, that's why I never have control, because I know I make way too many mistakes. It's too easy to blame me, man. I'm not finna hit no buttons, man.
That's how it goes, I'm afraid. Right,
but shout out to everybody out there still hanging out, bearing with us, as you already know. Once again, it did go to 9-4 on the set. The final game has not been played, but we do have those last 2 games for you guys to watch for the set. So once we get that all queued up, you'll get the opportunity to see it just like us for the first time before we play that final game. But I really want to see it anyway, because I can tell you right now, man, ImStillDaDaddy was playing crazy in those last few games.
Look, he was definitely doing that, and he said, look, he even told us in that little break, he said, man, I was playing out my mind, I had all the mind games. He's like, Jimmy, you were done, you weren't winning that, and he probably scratched his head in the back while saying,
right?
Like, you know, one of them shy, like humble scratches. Like, yeah, Jimmy, you were kind of done there, man. I had you, Jimmy, for the final set, but again, only time will tell. We're gonna get back in here as soon as we can for you guys and get this sorted. It looks like this thing might be working now. And you know what? Full credit to the players as well. They've been absolutely incredible and patient as well. They wait for this, building up on it, and what a way to just go, like, nah, I've got to kill the buzz. Party pooper.
The momentum taken, but at least, once again, at least we have the footage from those games, man. Like, that's all I care about. So,
hey, listen, man, that's one of the great things about CFN. It records pretty much almost anything. So we can get those matches there. Are we good to go in the back? Okay, cool.
Oh, we good? Let's go.
I hope so, because all we need to do is just watch these 2 games, And then...
Yeah, 2 games. That'll put us back up to
9-4.
That 9-4, which was the last game that they played. And then we can play that last one live for you guys. Still out here kicking it with us here. Capcom Fighter sets. This is a year-round thing, man. They have it to where they set up these first to 10s in a lot of situations for players in the region for you guys to see here. Personally, I'm a fan. I'm always in the chat hanging out. So it's an honor to be here actually talking on one of these bad boys finally. And it's a really good way. I know a lot of people watch Street Fighter, especially stateside. It's a really cool way for you guys to understand and see some of these other players from the region. But here we go. Here we go. The next game in the set. It was 7-4 last we saw, so that's where we're going to start at. Let's see what happens here.
All right, so this should be the game we're watching from. Let's see how it transpired here. Now, again, I can only take ISDD's word for it. I can only take ISDD's word for it. He's playing out of his mind here. So let's see how it goes. So, yeah, when you watch replays, it goes back to their stage, so it's fine.
Oh, sick. Okay. It's even better. And right now, you can already tell Jimmy still playing like kind of that same range, but ImStillDaDaddy was ready for it. Sets up the boom pressure again, just a parry to stop everything, and still fighting to this corner.
Yeah, I think his delayed pressure got stronger over time, and it still has been super effective over time. Yeah, it was definitely this game. There we go. Upside down kick, and then Okay, I remember this much.
Into the bus, drop him off at the corner.
Put like that. Round 2. So this should be, I think it's from here that we didn't see. Let me find out. It should be this round.
Yeah, because I think that's what happened at the end of the... We didn't see the bus transition, but...
Yeah, the teabag was so strong that it froze the game. It's from here where we didn't see it. So, let's see how it goes. Throw. Throw again.
Dash up, throw again.
Again, it's interesting because outside of like the mid-range, Jimmy has actually been struggling to fight from the corner as well. Gets the trade, he's out of the corner.
Oh, wow, big damage right there. Back to the center of the stage. Jump, no anti-air. Jimmy just constantly walking into this low 4 range. ImStillDaDady starts up that trigger.
Oh, and that's it. Booms are out. Is he going to get... Oh, he met him air to air. And that was unfortunate. Okay, that was a pretty swift game. So at least I know where we are in terms of gameplay right now. So that makes it 8-4. So at least we can do that much, right? So then I'm interested to see... Because again, he was so adamant on saying, right, I did this correct. I was in his head. I done this. I done that. So let's continue watching it. Only one more replay, and then we get these guys back in the lobby, and then they'll play it out from there. I mean, if
it's definitely what it looks like, though. It looked like I said, it just seems like when you have situations where you catch people on the air and you just hit them clean like that, that was preemptive. He jumped up there with the heavy kick, so he was already ready for the retaliation. I like what I'm seeing here. Even now, we've seen the corner situations completely switch up, whereas we would see ISD in the corner stuck, try to get out, he would eat a cross-cut DP. Now we've seen multiple rounds where Jimmy has eaten air throws trying to jump out of the corner, and big damage at the beginning of his next game.
Yeah. Gets that thrown again. He's been landing a lot of big damage. A buffer again on the crouching medium kick. He's actually, I can tell he's definitely worked on that. I don't see him do that buffer a lot against a lot of characters on his stream. So I guess it's definitely something he's worked on because he's played ISTD for so long. So he's super comfortable doing it in this match.
I can tell you right now, even his adjustments, how fast that ISDD's adjusting to a lot of these situations is really good. No matter how many times Jimmy tries to get back to this low 4 range and start the pressure, he's really good at checking it and even reacting to the jump so Jimmy doesn't get anything started.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. So 1 round up to ISDD. Builds that bar. Oh, okay, he started crouch walking. Well, okay, he's living up to what he told us. I was in his head. And Jimmy's been a bit skeptical, a bit like reluctant to do certain things on offense in that range. He's got to, I don't know, be probably a bit more audacious on the ground. Well, he tried and got whip punch for it. So.
Ooh, the neutral jump, heavy punch. Wait a minute.
Parries. It's the
there he is, back into that range. Dash up, upside down kick, checks the pressure once again up close. Gets a flash kick.
Okay.
Oh, not gonna work that time though.
He's gonna take him to the corner though, which is good. No meter, so he might tech. Okay.
The jump back works out again. Yo, the reversal. ImStillDaDady on the verge of taking it to the last game, like we said. And there it is, man. 9-4. The 2 games you missed, and ImStillDaDady still in charge, still with momentum control though.
That's that. Hey, listen. He won those games pretty swiftly. I'm surprised that, again, with how, swift they were, the game could just catch up and put us back in the action there to see that, because that would have been cool to see. But anyway, let me get these guys in here. So, listen, we're going to be doing that. And it's only going to be, well, I'm going to set it to 10 anyway, but ISTD only needs to win 1 game. Jimmy needs to win 6. So, right, let me pop you.
Somebody in the chat said, comeback time. Jimmy, you better get ready, bro.
Well, he better get ready.
You better be ready, bro. You better been at your house doing push-ups, drinking tea, doing everything that you need right now.
Mate. All right.
So. Guys, this is sets part 3 of the trilogy, man. I gotta let y'all know right now. I'm still the daddy going up against MDZ Jimmy. And last time we had this weird, first to 11 because 11. And, we removed that this time around. And now it's just straight to 10. Whoever gets 10, that's who win. And Jimmy is down right now. It is 9-4, in favor of I'm Still the Daddy. So if I'm Still the Daddy gets 1 more game, that will be it. That will be the end of the set, the end of the battles. But you cannot count out Jimmy. Jimmy has literally been making some very small but big adjustments to his gameplay, especially to control that range. Just so happens that I'm Still a Daddy, still thinking a little bit ahead of the game. So it's definitely not out of the wheelhouse. But once you get this, once you play in somebody's head like this, it gets really hard to keep the defense solid.
Hey man, listen, part of rivalries is making sure you're 2 steps ahead, even 10 steps ahead of your opponent and really getting under their skin, like by any means necessary. Hook up by crook, you got to do it, man, because once you're in there, once you get in their head and you play with absolute confidence, like you pretty much, no matter what happens in the set, you'll always win, like the mind games, right? And we saw in those last 2 replays that ISTD told us to go and watch. He's clearly dominant there, and if he can keep up for 1 more game, fantastic. Seal the deal, bragging rights for the ISTD Jimmy arc. That's it. But if Jimmy comes back, listen, what's gonna be interesting is the interview afterwards, when we talk to him afterwards. I think that's what some people are looking forward to.
That's what I want to hear.
All right, let's see how it goes. It's gonna be Jimmy, 4 games. ISTD with 9. ISTD only has to win 1 game. Jimmy's got to win 6 on the bounce. Can he do it? Let's find out, man. If you're going to bring out that magic, bring it now. Well, nice start.
Oh my gosh, just raw.
Oh, upside down kick again. Yo, 2 successful upside down kicks. 1 didn't combo, the other one did.
Okay. Wow, just the light kick Tatsu and just interrupts the dash with a throw once again.
These guys are in each
Crush counter sweet.
Throw. Oh, he tried to go for the target. Do you know what? He might have wanted the stand fierce follow-up for the target combo, not the crouching fierce.
No jump in.
Watch out for the flash kick, interrupt the strings. Watch out.
Could have had it. Oh, the pressure though. Wait a minute. Jimmy takes this first round of this game right here. Hold on.
I wonder if that intermission is what he needed.
Right? Game 13, round number 1.
Hold on, back fierce. These guys are swinging it out, and he gets another crouch fierce buffer into the EX donkey kick. Uh-oh. Stun coming up. Not quite. No flash kick. Oh, I thought he's not going to do it. Damn. Just when I think he's not going to do it, he does. Even when stun is on the line, Steve.
Oh. Yo, my man got right past the fireball. You serious? Hold up. Somebody call Jimmy. The lifeline is active. Jimmy get another game on the board. 5-9 right now.
Okay.
5-9 right now.
Bringing it back. Was this the 1 game? Again, in sets like these, rivalries like this, remember, every round, every hit, whether it's a regular hit or a counter hit, everything counts for that mental game. And you know what's crazy? Again, clearly, I don't think these guys are going to teabag again because it froze the game last time. So these guys just might be like, you know what? I'm going to stun him, just dead him off. Next round. Let's go. You know?
Oh.
I don't know. This might put like unnecessary pressure on ISTD now that you think about it, because he's got to win 1 more game. Teched again. I think he's just really... he's been amazing at cycling through delayed flash kick, regular flash kick, wake up throw, seldom backdashing. But like Jimmy's totally confused on ISTD wake up. He always has been.
And on top of that, like, oh god, the flash kick. And the one last option was upside down kick. Like at the tail end, wake up, delay, upside down kick. Oh, the clean anti-air with the crouching heavy punch.
Tried to do a fireball there, but it didn't work out. Jimmy's got V-trigger, but he needs to get some sort of connection to make it count.
Oh, the delay.
Damn, if he whiff punished that, that would have been the round.
Walk back, bro.
Yeah.
Just gingerly walk back. Set point right here for I'm Still the Daddy in this first attempt. Little crouch walk to start it off.
Oh, gets solar plexus into maximum damage from the stand fist follow-up.
Oh, great tech. There's that upside down kick again after the throw tech.
He's getting hit by everything, gets the whip punish with the sweep. I'll take that. Could have got something bigger, but we'll take it. Oh, he's shook. Ah, he was shook at that situation. Because Jimmy was fishing for a crush counter to activate, but I said he wasn't so sure. Staggered pressure, walks away, still getting hit by these booms in the mid-range. If he does upside down kick, the flat kick again, you're in trouble.
And look at and you saw I'm Still the Daddy just back up to this range where he can still react, check the dashes.
Look at these closing moments here. One more jump in will do it for ISDD. Just a little bit of chip and a jump in will do it. Jimmy is not sure how to approach him, so he might just die by 1,000 cuts here, Steve.
The staggered boom pressure has done so much work for Gal in this match. Jimmy's been walking into booms the entire set, and he walks into it for the end of the set. It is going to be 10-4.
Oh my God.
I'm Still the Daddy to take it, the remaining lasting standing champion in these bouts here.
I hate to be this guy. Shout outs to the stream team for putting this together so quickly. Unfortunately, undisputed is not undisputed. If you can change that B to a P, that'd be absolutely sublime. We're going to say GG's anyway, but I'd rather you take the blow from me than the blow from them at home. So, you guys are definitely going to see that picture again, because that is going to be... I'm just going to remember that now. It's going to be so... Are we saying as Jimmy is half of ICD's power level when they're playing for the keeps?
Oh, man.
I don't know. That's 10-5. That was 10-5.
Damn, that is 10-5. That's 10-5.
Is Jimmy half his power level? I don't know.
Dang. I don't know. We can't say that. The way that set went, like, we've seen these guys play before. We've seen how the other sets went down as well. And even though I'm Still the Daddy said, like, this is the set that he needs to win, you know, especially just to be the overall victor. If you go back and look at those other sets, which if you have not, you definitely should. It's a great way to see, like, the progression of the changes that they've made. And even, like, I haven't watched, like, all the interviews or anything like that, but just hearing what they would talk about each other, because they would give each other props. You heard it here today, like, hey, these guys, they would talk about one another like, look, man, look, Jimmy is really good at this, and I'm Still a Daddy is really good at these things. And just being able to compare that and still have, like, a competent set after, that says a lot about how these guys play as well as how they feel about the game. So it was definitely some sick games. It was definitely some sick games. I'm still a fan of both of these guys, and the set still was amazing on top of that.
Yeah, listen, for sure. Again, apologies for the abrupt intermission there, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed the energy and the rivalry that these guys brought, as well as the games these guys provided as well. And did you know what? It's been fantastic having you on as well.
It's a pleasure, bro. You know.
Of course, look, we have to do this more often. Obviously, not story time. He doesn't want story time to come out. He doesn't want to get embarrassed like that. But I mean, again, that was a prelude to what's going to happen to you. 10-5, I think it's reasonable. You're half my skill level. Maybe 10-3. I can make it 10-5. I can do charity games. Come on. Yeah, I know you're not buying it. Because that's what your face is going to look like when I beat you 10-1 with Poison.
This is the disbelief face of, like, really? You think with Poison, that's the character that's who you're going with?
Well, I've mained her since 2019 when she came out.
All right, I'm just saying, just wanted to be sure. I'm glad you said it on camera. Glad you said it on camera, so we know this because it's going to be Poison.
You want me to pick another character?
Hey, man, you already said Poison, man. Look, I didn't want you to pick any. You could pick whoever you want because I'm going to body him anyway. I don't even care. Dr. Daddy Fam in the chat, I see you. I'm glad you was here for this.
No, do you know what? I hope we get, like, a commentators tournament or a commentators exhibition between me and you, and they mic us up. I hope they do that.
Okay.
And while they decide whether they're going to mic us up. No. While they decide if they're going to mic us up, we're going to take another break. And on the other side, we're going to get Jimmy and ICD back in the chat so we can have a chat with them about that set. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back with you shortly.
Bro, I don't even care about being the best in America. I'm the best in the world.
We are here for the final event to see who wins Street Fighter League.
We are excited to come back and play.
It's gonna be the biggest showdown.
One of these two teams will be crowned.
Nasser against Alpha 3.
If you stand in my way, I will kill you.
He's not ready for this, though.
Not ready for it. You got ready for that. This is only the beginning. We're going to week 1. The stakes are significantly higher.
Oh my God!
You're still alive. He jumped back. Oh my God! The playoff spot is in the balance.
Do you believe in fate?
Oh my God! The block.
He's doing it for his team right now.
What a slugger of a match.
I'll end you quickly.
I'll show you.
Street Fighter World Champion.
I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you.
Steve.
Oh,
What's happening?
It's so good.
I guess it's time to start warming up.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode. If you are just joining us, unfortunately, I've got to be the bearer of bad news once again. The set has concluded with ISTD taking it over Jimmy in part 3, 10-5. There was a bigger gap than there has been in the previous sets between these two. And joining me in the Discord, along with Steve, it should be Jimmy and ISTD with their mics on mute. So, gentlemen, are we both here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, there's one. ISTD, are you there? There we go. Fantastic stuff. So firstly, apologies for the anticlimactic pause, because you guys were just in the zone and playing. It was on our end that we couldn't see the rest of that. But again, shouts to Sean with the one of the solutions, and so just watch the replays and then we can go back in and play that. But there you go. On the screen right now, the production team corrected it. It says undisputed champion instead of undisputed champion there. So ISTD wins it out of the ISTD Jimmy arc there. 3 parts. And it was unfortunate because, again, this was the one that had the most build up to it. And there was a little bit of a big pause there. We had Tasty Steve here as well. But, I mean, we can still chat with the guys regardless. Now, we got to talk to Jimmy first because Jimmy did say I have a lot to say. So, I mean, Jimmy, why was there such a disparity this time around score-wise for you? If you can answer that first.
I gotta give ISTD some props here. I think both his offense and his defense were better than last sets. I think in particular the defense threw me off. I think he did a lot of cheeky stuff on offense, which was cool to see, I guess, for the people watching. But what really impressed me is the defense. I think he made some really good choices there, and it was difficult to do the damage that I needed to do when I got in. And a well-deserved victory for him.
I mean, he did like flash kick, wake up upside down kick. He did wake up delayed tech, and then even when you were sniffing out the delayed tech, he even did delayed flash kick. Like that takes a lot of confidence to do a delayed flash kick and even throw you off guard there. So a lot of back and forth, and I think anyone, you know as well as I do, or better than anybody, that ISTD probably has one of the most unpredictable, successful defensive wheels of fortune. Look, it worked 9 times out of 10, Steve. It worked, and Jimmy got hit by a lot of this stuff. So
I was in question at first. I was like, oh, man, he blocked the second one. I was like, all right, man, I'm still dead. He's not going to keep doing it. He did. Oh, damn, it worked. Oh, man. Oh, look, Jimmy's I knew he was in your head. Like, once I saw him, like, they start to get more and more effective. You know what I'm saying? So it comes with the territory, especially in, like, sets sometime, because we were talking about the mental damage in a lot of situations. And one of the things that ImStillDaDaddy was really doing is that everybody knows that once Ryu gets into dash, stand medium punch, crouch and medium kick range, he's more dangerous, right? ImStillDaDaddy, I'm pretty sure you were doing it intentionally because it got to the second or the third game and you literally went right outside the range where he wanted to throw fireballs, do crouching medium kick, stand medium kick, medium punch, solar plexus punch, and you started V-shifting more, as well as kind of like staggering, like upside down kick and sometimes burning straight. Was that intentional? Because it was super effective against Ryu.
That's basically the whole motive of the game, or the whole game plan. At first, I was trying to figure out where the buttons he was hitting me from a range, medium to long range. I can't just throw the buttons out because he's good at like crouching, fiercing, and doing a tatsu or off the wall. So basically the game come down to me being patient in the medium to long range and letting him sort of do stuff. But it wasn't easy. I had to be very patient. At the beginning, like, it was very tense and he played very smart. But like once I got into his head, I knew I kind of had him, do you know what I mean? It kind of like, it was down to the delayed flash kicks, what I kept getting him with, and then from the end of the game, I believe that he didn't know what to do. But I was quick grabbing and throwing him. So like, it was basically me being patient at medium to long range, so he couldn't whiff punish my buttons, and I had to be more accurate with mine because I don't get as much from it, and I had to be from a distance to do slow back because he punishes it, and distance to do the heavy kick because he punishes it. Yeah. There was a few mistakes on both sides, but it was a good game. But I think once I got into his head, I kind of like had him with my game plan to heat.
Interesting. Also, another thing I wanted to ask you, ISTD, was when you got flash kicks, when you had V-Trigger, you activated V-Trigger 1 raw from full screen. Do you mind like talking about that a little bit? Was that just to help like strengthen the neutral game and close things out easier?
That was the that was to basically throw loads of booms so I can rush in. He did the little, the parry to the DP. He did it twice. And he tried to do it first.
And you changed it up completely after that. You changed it
Yeah,
up. I remember.
I wanted to get it out because he's fireball game, innit? Once you get that fireball up, my booms are kind of useless. Do you know what I mean? So I throw him on his knockdown so I can chase him up so he can't throw his fireballs out on V-Trigger to get rid of mine. That makes any sense. So it's basically, I just get something sneaky from it. Do you know where I'm coming from? But, just puts him on pressure. Puts him, makes him think, makes him get.
Okay, I mean, fair play. Jimmy, why were you not as confident in kind of trying to retaliate with your own EX Shoryuken with the amount of or how high ISTD's success rate was with flash kicks? Because, I mean, probably anyone else would reverse in that situation is like, nah, I can't let this guy keep reversing me. I've got to try and fight back with something. Because you were very passive and very tentative in defense sometimes. It looked like it was kind of hard for you to break out of the passive shell at times. I mean, could you delve into that a little bit more?
I mean, I did go for a couple of EXDPs.
Yeah.
The problem is if you overextend on EXDPs, it's just that you're just gambling at that point for the win. Are you really doing like something calculated to get to the victory? Not really at some point. So you gotta be able to just hold back or down back and like just play a defensive style that doesn't require you to completely crack up with EXDP. I feel like this is just not something that long-term success. Yeah, long-term success doesn't work like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I understand what you mean though, because in that situation, like I could tell you right now, ISDD, he was really getting it. Like when he started staggering the buttons, I know exactly what Jammerz is talking about. You want to be like, all right, I need to make him stop trying to stagger these buttons, throw out EXDP, and if it works, and I saw a couple of them work out, right? But then even he switched it up, and I remember it was one game where he was like, knockdown, I'm not going to do anything. You did the EXDP, and he didn't get a lot of damage, but the knockdown after it, I think he actually did knockdown, and then he did V-trigger activate just to do exactly what you said. And I knew that's exactly why you did the knockdown into raw trigger activate, because Ryu dash, if he got a fireball, the fireball clash war is still good, but if he has meter, it still gets dicey. It's a little harder to get the V trigger start or the V skill start up with Guile sometimes, so you don't have to deal with that. And I saw one game where you literally did activate, boom, 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 dash up EX, and then back fist to cancel out the projectiles, and that was God. I was like, oh. Okay, ImStillDaDaddy is on one today, because that was really smart, and I really saw how Jimmy really had to switch up his game after that. And I felt like that was really where I started to see Jimmy. You started your offense started to go by the wayside a little more, and ImStillDaDaddy started to turn up the offense, because once he kind of got you out of that mood to play that, that grounded, standing, neutral, medium kick, game, it really made it so his offense turned up. Did you feel that in the set? Where were you aware is what I would like to ask. There's like, all right, he's changed up this offense to the point where I have to change up my game. Do you have like a recollection during the game where that actually happened?
Well, yeah. I mean, after he was starting to win more and more, I realized, okay, he was the EX flash kicks were so helpful to create distance, and I was not getting the damage, as I said earlier, when I was getting in. And as a result, what happened was he was continuously in a position where he was creating the sonic boom walls to get in for free, essentially, and then create a mix-up that I had to deal with. And that's a winning situation for Guile. So what I needed to do there is, well, make sure I get in somehow and create my own offense. But it wasn't effective because, as I said, this is what impressed me the most. His defense was so on point. He was continuously able to create distance and then get free mix-ups with the Sonic Boom game. So he did that perfectly, pretty much. So, yeah, that was amazing.
Good stuff. Now, I've got to ask you, Jimmy, the Teabag Game 1. Do you think that came to bite you in the ass when you did that? when you did that teabag so early in the set, do you think that came to bite in the ass? Because in previous sets, it's come off the Game 4, Game 5, Game 7, but you did it right off the bat.
No. People are always like karma and stuff. No. I don't believe in that. No. You gotta establish a mind game. Okay, so you gotta have some balls and establish the mind.
I respect
even
that.
if you lose, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You gotta let him know. Like, if he
exactly.
lost and then he came back, he's like, I ain't no bitch. And then he came back, I was like, I like that. I like that.
Because it's a chance. There's always a chance the opponent is gonna just crack right there, right? And you take that chance. And if it doesn't work, then you know you're playing a strong opponent. But still, there's always a chance. So you gotta take that.
Say this to me, because it was the first game, right? And it was tense. When he actually did do that, I like kind of boiled up. Like,
oh no, we can tell. We
I thought to myself that I can't. Like it could have got to my mind, but I remembered to calm myself down. I thought, look, it's only one game, calm yourself down and compose yourself, innit? And that's what I did, innit? But it did get to my head. You know what? I'm an emotional player, man. When he did it, I was like, oh, he's got the first game, man. So I made it kind of hard, so it was fun.
It was very tense. When y'all started going back and forth in those first 2 games, there was so much back and forth. Like right here at this part of it, and this is the range that I was talking about, where you could see the switch up where ImStillDaDaddy was like, all right, I can't let you continue to, play this low forward fireball game. And then Jimmy was like, you know what, I'm gonna start going for the jumps. And then ImStillDaDaddy it took him like a game or so, maybe a round or 2 to get used to it. And then the normal anti-air started coming out, the crouching heavy punch and stuff like that. And once I saw that control really kick in, and of course the EX flash kicks, and there's this full stage like activation again, just like some really good reads. I was going to ask you, ImStillDaDaddy, right? So you obviously one of your tried and true go-to tactics, the upside down kick, man. Now, first off, I want to know, you really did start staggering a lot more at that far fireball range. Did you lab this situation, especially in this situation that we're looking at right here where you're throwing out the crouching medium kicks? You would throw out like an upside down kick in some of these situations. Was that just to get into his head, or that was like specifically to the fact like, I know Jimmy is going to hit a button at this range and this should hit him, or was it just to keep him at bay?
To get into your sort of mind. Like I did it once I opened them up. Once I labbed it during the sets. During the first couple.
Okay.
It was so tense. It was so tense, and that's why I labbed up what I was missing out from the other sets. I'm coming from. I didn't really go. I was playing good this morning, but I didn't really need to go back and look at the sets because I've used 2 different V triggers, and I knew the game would be totally different. So I think I did the upside down kick once. I don't even think I got Jimmy, but I was doing more delayed flash kicks.
Oh, you got him. Yeah, you got him.
So I couldn't do the upside down kick because I know that he's going to think that in his mind. I did try it a few times and I knew that he hit me every time. So I thought I'm not going to try it again because he's expecting that, and he was grabbing me quite quickly. So like it's a mind game. Look, even though I beat him like that, it was my mind for how I labbed it through the first sets. But Jimmy's a brilliant player, and like it was hard. He was very smart and playing very like. It's not easy. You have to play smart against him. So like good games, Jimmy, man.
Nah, interesting.
Yeah, good games for sure.
Interesting stuff there. You know what? We got a couple more questions before we have to leave you guys above. So, obviously, we've had you guys twice on before. This is the 3rd time running. So, I've got different universal questions I want to ask the both of you. So, there is a patch coming up in March. Is there anything in particular you guys want to see in that upcoming patch, or are you just gonna, take caution to the wind, throw caution to the wind, and just go, whatever happens, happens? Jimmy, let me get your opinion on it first.
I think Ryu is in a pretty good spot now. So, I mean, I had like this super long list in season 2 when I wanted to see change because he was like a broken character at that point. But nowadays, he's a lot of fun and pretty effective against most of the cast. If there's anything I wish is maybe they could delete Dhalsim and Poison, that would be great. But
with you on the
that,
Poison. I'm just kidding.
Of course you are.
I think Poison and both Dhalsim and Poison are kind of like for Ryu. It's a really difficult match, and I don't want to lab a secondary just for those,
I mean, you did try, but then you just dropped Ibuki. You went back to Ryu. I mean, you could try Luke.
Yeah, but I'm not an Ibuki. I'm a Ryu player, I'm the vanilla type of guy. What do you think? What type of ice cream do I eat?
Vanilla.
I'm a Ryu player.
No, you are vanilla.
I'm a vanilla guy.
You are a plain Jane, mundane Street Fighter 5 streamer. That's what you are. You're entertaining. But your character is plain Jane mundane. That's all it is, baby.
I mean, that's Street Fighter. Ryu is Street Fighter.
True.
And the people love to see this, and I love to deliver on that. This is why I'm a bit disappointed, obviously, for today. I thought it was gonna be a bit closer, but as I said, ISDD did a really, really good job today. So props to him. He deserved this one. So yeah, hopefully at some point, maybe offline at some point.
I mean,
offline.
if somehow someone can get you two in the same room, have a pre-match interview, and then just mic you guys up for a first to 10 without no professional commentary, I think that would probably be one of the most viewed things in Street Fighter 5 history.
Oh yeah.
I actually believe that. I'll die on that hill.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't need people talking over the sets and you guys talking yourselves, because it's always gonna be entertaining. The games were godlike, gentlemen. The game, yo, chat. Can y'all let these guys know? Can I get some noise in the chat? I'm still the daddy. MDZ Jimmy, yo, I appreciate y'all having me, man, because that set was actually godlike. To actually see it come to the end, you know what I'm saying? See you guys play it all the way through, watch the adjustments with my own eyes. It's actually pretty sick. I hope you guys know how cool it is to see y'all play, adjust, talk about it, be constructive about it on top of that, because I remember you guys talking about each other's like gameplay in the first interview, like when y'all first played each other, and like y'all really y'all help each other get better, and y'all look damn good doing it. So I just want y'all to know that I'm definitely a fan, man, and these sets do a lot, especially when we get to see them for multiple times. So hopefully we do get to see the run back with just you guys talking while y'all play.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
ISDD, what about you? If are you looking forward to anything in the upcoming patch? Anything you'd like to see changed, if need be, or are you pretty much just like gonna go whatever happens?
I say that it's an honor having you on the mic as well, Tasty Steve, man. You're a legend in your own way.
Hey, that's love. That's love.
Have your knowledge and you talking on my game. It's really nice, man. It's been a long time and stuff like that. So, right, but for the game, right, we need a new ranking system, man. This ranking system's dead. It's old. Like, you get the same Smurf accounts 5 of them over and over again. We really need a new ranking system, something different with 2 types of points, PP and stuff, so everyone can start again and you play your own rank. You don't have to play, YOLO people. It's been a long time now, and even like you get a lot of Smurf accounts. So that would be the main thing I would like to be changed, and maybe give Gal something different so I can play with, because I've been using a lot of characters every time they've been coming out, and I felt good playing today. But I'm not as good as Gal as I used to be, but I feel that I'm kind of playing with more now. But just over the years, I kind of got bored with not competing, so I've been using new characters.
Okay,
I wanted to see the Akira, bro. I thought we was gonna get a game with the Akira, bro.
Well, if we ever do another one of these, right? I want to play Broski. I want to play Oro, right? Oro versus Akira, and I want to smoke him, like, because we have something when I always play him, and like they are good matches. Like Oro's very cheap, man. It's like Speed Trigger is stupid, but I think that would be a good match. I would like to use Akira.
Can you repeat that last part? Did you say you always beat Broski's Oro?
No, we have good games. No, we didn't say always beat him. Unless it come out.
I thought you said you always beat him. That's why my face went, what?
I beat him more games. We have loads of good games, because I'm talking very fast, but like, it will be a very good game. Like, and I would use Akira against that, you know, I'm coming from.
Okay. We might have to talk about it. I don't know. It's interesting, and people like watching Broski's Aura, so we might have to talk about it. One more question for you guys from me. Jimmy, what character would you like to see in Street Fighter 6 if you could pick one outside of Ryu?
Outside of Ryu, I mean, maybe this is not something you're expecting, but in Street Fighter 4, I love to play Yoon. And Ganejin, I want to see that make a comeback in Street Fighter.
Cut his mic.
So that would be absolutely sick. I would love to play Yoon, and I mean, I used to play a bit of Rose in Street Fighter 4 as well, so I got that wish come true for Street Fighter 5 as well. And but yeah, Yoon would be, I guess, my number 1 pick. I would love to see Ganejin nonsense in Street Fighter 6.
Wow. Okay, that was definitely unexpected. Him playing Yun. Damn, what a timeline that would be. MDZ Jimmy playing Yun. That'd be crazy.
I mean, only as a secondary. Obviously, I'm a Ryu player in Street Fighter 6 as well. So if that's gonna happen,
we'll see. Only time will tell. ISTD, what about you? If there's one character you want to see in Street Fighter 6 outside of Gal, who would it be?
I'd say 3 of them.
Okay, if you got 3, go for it.
Well, obviously it'll be Gal. Obviously, well, you said just 2 of them. I would like to see DeCapri and Dubby in the game.
Oh, damn, those are good characters.
I wanted DeCapri to come in this game, to be honest. Like, She would have been really good. The Capcom's like, when she come in the end of Street Fighter 4, she's a really interesting character. Very different, a bit kind of broken. Her and Dudley. Or maybe Akuma and, Akuma and Guken's master, Gutetsu. He's never been in the game, right?
He's never been in the game.
Yeah, he's never been in the game.
That would be sick.
Very, very interesting. That would be really, 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 really godlike to have him. Guken was a good character. And yeah, to have their master would be something new to the game and something we've never seen before. Interesting.
Okay, interesting. Steve, let me extend the question to you. What about you?
Ooh, thank you. So look, if in Street Fighter 6, right, give me 2 characters back. Give me 2 characters back.
One that beats me.
Anyway, give me 2 characters. One, I want Remy back. Actually, one, I want Sean back. 2, I want Remy back in the game. Sean and Remy, those are my characters. I want those. I'm a big Third Strike guy. I love Sean. It's about time for him to come back. His hair would be longer. He'd be a legit Shoto, I feel like. And Remy is just cool because it's Remy, bro. I was about the stage, the song from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, the beat, I was about it.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, like, again, only time will tell, but interesting picks from all 3 of you. But yes, I think we have just about run out of time to be talking to you guys because, again, the show did go on for longer for unexpected reasons, so apologies about that. But again, if we roll on the page to let people know about their social media so the gentlemen or people can know where to find these guys. As always, ISTD, I believe he does stream on YouTube. Jimmy, you know where he streams, and he's very consistent with his streaming, so make sure you check him out on twitch.tv/MDZ Jimmy. Jimmy, you got any final words, the closing words for any of your fans out there in the chat right now?
Yeah, for my fans, I guess my fans are a bit disappointed for the loss, but I tried my best for today. ICD got the better Guile today that I couldn't beat. That's, I think, okay. Hopefully this will not be the last set. Thanks a lot for having me, that's for sure. Thanks a lot. It was an honor, by the way, to have Tasty Steve and Jammerz commentate. That was really nice. I really appreciate that. And shouts to the entire production team at Capcom for making this possible 3 times already. I very much appreciate all of that, and I hope the people watching had a good time.
Sweet. ISTD, what about you? Any last words for your fans out there? And final words for your ask?
Give a shout out to all my soldiers locked into YouTube. I know like a lot of them in there now, and they wanted me to win. It's been a little journey, and I got a lot of friends in there, and I wanted to shout out to you lot and said that I'm glad I did it tonight. Do you know what I mean? And I know loads of you sent me messages. Nothing else, just thanks for having me. Glad I could close that trilogy. Because like Jimmy could have still won like in a way, and like it would have been hard, not hard, but like it's the trilogy. There ain't gonna be no more. And these 3 sets have been really good. It's been a good journey, and I hope all the best for Jimmy and his family and great games. And yeah, that's it.
All right, gentlemen. You know the drill. When you guys are ready, you can leave the call and go about your day. But once again, thank you very much for taking part on the show throughout last year and the start of the new year. Happy New Year to both of you once again, and hope to see you guys soon in a different environment. If we can get you 2 in a room locked in together playing offline, that'd be fantastic.
Right.
Get you guys
I'd
up.
watch that.
We might have to get something like that to happen. But again, that is the end of the trilogy. So yes, gentlemen, I bid you farewell, and I'll obviously message you guys. Thank you once again after the show.
Take care, guys.
Down. All right, so damn, what a roller coaster! You coming on the show, the intermission, the bounce back, the rebuttal on the post match interview. It was all there. You can't write this. You literally can't write this stuff. Like a lot of stuff.
You really can't. You really can't. People really don't understand, man. I'm glad that you said this at the top of the show, where it's like you need these kind of rivalries in games, bro. It gives you somebody to look at. It gives you something to learn from, something to take away from. And on top of that, the sets are really good. I encourage you guys to go and check out the other 2 sets that these guys played on Capcom Fighters, man. And like they said, man, shout outs to the production as well. I've been a fan of ImStillDaDaddy for quite some time, and I've known about Jimmy for a while, especially since the beginning of these sets, and I'm definitely a fan because my man sticks to his characters tried and true. I'm one of those guys too. I don't want to let my characters go. I play them because they're cool, so I really respect that. And just the fact that y'all have me here, man. Like I said before, I don't get to do much, CPT stuff. I am on Street Fighter League. Hopefully you guys are checking that out every Thursday. But it's always a pleasure to, get down in the trenches, man, see how these guys get down, especially from their respective regions. And it's also always a pleasure to share the mic with my bro, Jammerz, of course, man. Make sure y'all follow my guy, man. Real talk. He's definitely one of the people I follow when it comes to commentary, and he holds it down for sets as well as a bunch of the UK stuff. So make sure you give him a follow if you don't already, as well as the homies on production. And hopefully y'all have me back, because this was definitely a good time. I had a very good time doing it.
We'll get you back probably for another European one, maybe somewhere in America. We'll see. We'll get something sorted because we are changing things up. Slowly but surely, you'll see these small changes happening to the show, whether they're visual, audio, or something. Something will happen, and it'll be interesting, of course. Now, of course, do not forget, because I do have one of the SFL stars with me on the mic here. There are episodes every Thursday. 11 weeks are up, so I'm not sure if we're just waiting for the finals now. Is that right, Steve? Or we still got one more regular week?
I think we have one more. I think we have one more week because we have to do the playoffs. I'm not sure, but I think it's like playoffs, and we have the one more week for the playoffs, and then I'm not sure. But I don't want to give you guys the wrong thing, but I'm pretty sure we're close to the playoffs at this point. But make sure y'all check it out, man, every Thursday. I'm telling y'all right now, every season of Street Fighter League has gotten better, and this one does not disappoint, I promise you.
For sure. And make sure you follow Capcom Fighters on all the social media outlets. The YouTube, where you can catch the archives of tonight on there. The Twitch, where you're on right now, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. It says Facebook there, but I implore you to follow Capcom Fighters on their Twitter account at Capcom Fighters, because that's where you get all the clips, that's where you get all the highlights, everything there. And yes, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have two of France's finest players pitching it out in a first to 10. We actually wanted to do this before the new year on the 20th of December, but because we did have a COVID case over here in the studio I'm working in, we had to cancel this and reschedule it. But now we are going to be going around to this. Now, Luffy has been messing around with Rose. I'm not sure if he's going to try against Killju, qualify for the CPT finals alongside Crimson representing France, but it's going to be a fantastic first to 10 nevertheless. Hopefully you guys can join us for that. And then the week after, I won't spoil it for you. We got something even more interesting happening from there. But we are building on these exhibitions coming through. There are going to be some surprise specials throughout the year. I'll give you that hint. That's all I'll give you. But other than that, hopefully you guys stick around with us for another, 12 months or so, because it's been enjoyable. But yeah, Steve, like I said, it's always been a pleasure. But I give the floor to Vegan Oval all the time, so I have to give it to you. I don't want to, but I have to give it to you. Have you got any final words you want to say to the people at home, or do you just want to say something to get back at me? What do you want to do? The podium is yours.
First off, I got plenty of time to get back at Jammerz. I just slide into his DMs. I can do that all day. So I want to talk to the people out there. First off, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody out there in the community. It's always love, and I really hope y'all continue to rock with the community further and even beyond this year on top of it. Make sure you guys follow Capcom Fighters. Make sure you follow me if you have not already. Follow my bro Jammerz as well. And just make sure you guys take care of yourself and continue to support the fighting game community in the best way possible, man. And hopefully this year, universe willing, we can get back out to some actual offline events and get back into the swing of things. Until then, take care of yourselves. And give me a follow on Twitch if you got the time, man. Twitch.tv/tasty_Steve. Y'all already know what it is. Peace.